Good evening. Welcome to the Toon review and tonight's European Championship watch-along matchday live. Les Bleus, France against Austria at the Dusseldorf Arena, where myself and Alex seem to be at this precise moment in time. Full commentary from the two of us for the 90 minutes. And we're hoping to do this for every 8 o'clock match in the tournament. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it, just to get some content out there for you. We'll look at the sides first, Dato. Let's do the French side first, because this is an array of talent if there ever was one. There's Maignan in goal. Koundé, Koundé up in Meccano, Saliba, Hernandez across the back, Rabiot, Kante and Griezmann in the midfield, and Thuram, Mbappe and Dembele front line.
Well, I mean, that's just disgusting. It's quite frankly, there aren't enough expletives to describe it. It's unfair. And if they don't win this competition, then they have dropped the ball. Because that bench is better than half the teams at this tournament, never mind the players on the pitch. So Mike Maignan, we know AC Milan put up some fantastic performances against Newcastle in the Champions League. We know he's a great goalkeeper. Hernandez caused us problems. Saliba is absolutely incredible for Arsenal. Upamecano, despite his high-profile mistake in the Champions League for Bayern Munich, has been a very, very, very top-level centre-half for many years now. Koundé, of course, fantastic as well. A bit more of a hybrid role for him, but again, it's a very steady back four with the goalkeeper. Few changes to that midfield, Billy. No Tchouaméni, no Camavinga. Zaire Emery, maybe a bit too young yet to start in this midfield. Fofana overlooked. And they've gone with Kante, who's obviously been out in the cold a bit, played in Saudi. You've got Griezmann dropping into midfield and Rabiot as well. Yeah,
Rabiot will be the legs only. Kante, obviously the stopper, and Griezmann the creative, I guess. But that front line, good lord.
I mean, it's a little bit different, isn't it? You would expect maybe slightly more a Kingsley Coman or a Barcola, slightly more nippy winger. Instead, they've gone with Thuram and Mbappe. They've gone with a battering ram outside. Dare I say it, those two are going to be quite flexible. I think Thuram is better central. He's better on the ball and a bit better central. So I'm not sure we're going to see an awful lot of that. Whereas Dembele definitely will hug out wide, and he was fantastic for PSG against us on the right-hand side as well. He was troublesome, to say the least. So, yeah, this is a disgusting starting 11. And if it doesn't work for them, they can completely change it. They can bring on Giroud up front and completely change how they're going to go about attacking. They can go direct. They can bring on Barcola as a winger. Mendy as a different left back, Camavinga and Tchouaméni in midfield, Mawani for a different kind of battering ram up front. They've got so many different tools here, and it's just ridiculous. And this doesn't even include players like Elise, who can't even get in this team. There's about 15 top quality players that haven't even made this squad. It's just absurd.
Maxi, and Maxi, of course, yeah. And let's go from the French side to the Austrian one. I've just done that one. Here we go. There's the Austrian one. Patrick Pence in the goal. Back four of Posh, Danzo, Voba, and Mweni. A midfield. Well, it looks like a 2 and a 3, 4-2-3-1. They're saying it's going to be Grilic and Seiwald as the sixes. 20 is Conrad Lema, wide right. Strange position for him. He's usually a CDM, isn't he, of some kind. 19 is Baumgartner on the left. Man United, ex-Man United, ex-Bayern Munich, now of Dortmund, Marcel Sabitzer as the 10, and Michael Gregorich up front, Stato.
Yeah, it's a really nice lineup, to be fair. There might be people not too familiar with it. However, the Austrian players, I wouldn't overlook them. You know, France have got to turn up here. Sabitzer obviously got to a Champions League final with Dortmund and has been very good for a number of years. Florian Grilic, of course, it's no secret for long-time viewers of the channel that I wanted him on a free transfer. And obviously he's at Hoffenheim at the moment. Strangely enough, he's wearing the number 10, despite being a CDM / also centre-half, which is a bit odd. Seiwald for Leipzig, not too many minutes, but high defensive output. Conrad Lema, super high defensive output. Baumgartner, by the way, closest stat matches, Ayoze Perez. So the Austrian Perez, maybe. And Gregorich as well, up front. A slightly different profile of player. He's been okay. Freiburg in the Bundesliga, again, he's just a big, tall battering ram. 30 years old, who's also out of contract. So maybe a few people in the shop window here for Austria, but they are no joke. And even Kevin Danso back there has got a wealth of experience. So a lot stronger. Maybe people who don't watch a lot of European football might not know some of these players, but a much better spine. When you're comparing sort of Slovenia and Albania and teams like that, this is not that. Austria, I feel like, have got a lot more in their squad.
Do you think this has got a low block written all over it, Stato, with kind of 3 6s, potentially 4 6s with Sabitzer in the side?
Possibly, but they have an enormous amount of defensive output capability in that side. You've got Seiveld, who's only played maybe 900 minutes total for Leipzig this season. His defensive metrics are off the charts with nearly 4 tackles per game and an interception. You've got Baumgartner as well. His defensive metrics are enormous as a winger. You've got Conrad Leimer as well, who's hoovering up numbers, if that's even a statistic, are just absurd. And Sabitz is fantastic at getting the ball back. Grealish as well is a sort of a defender. His primary goal is steady passing, win the ball back. I don't know if they're going to sit in a block necessarily. We'll wait and see. It depends how good France are, but Austria will be respectful. They'll wait and kind of feel it out. But they've got a bit of energy in here. They can maybe be a little bit pressy, but then they need to be very careful of space.
They do indeed. The results from earlier today, of course, Romania 3, Ukraine 0. Lunin in goal for Ukraine was absolutely awful today.
Today all the results have ruined the sweepstakes for me.
And of course, the game was Slovakia, Martin Dubravka in goal for them 1, Belgium 0. A shock result, and apparently that's the biggest shock result in the European Championships rankings-wise. So the lowest ranked team beat the highest ranked team so far in ranking history, which is amazing. It was a good performance from Slovakia. They look very dangerous. We have very good players playing for them, and Lobotka in the middle of the park was absolutely outstanding. We have a couple of. We've got a £2 super stick from Michael McIntyre. Thank you very much, mate. And a new member, Julio Giordio. I do remember him from the Fast Show. Excellent character he was. Welcome to the family, mate. John Metchison's here. Ian Ace here. Good evening to you. Kevin Halligan. Shane Smith too. Who else we got? Rufai Benishan. He's putting 1-0 Slovakia, so that was a long time ago. He must have been doing very early. Joe Wilkinson, good evening to you too. Who else we got here? Carl, good evening to you. Even all he says, who taught Dubs to perform like that? Well, he did make 1 or 2 errors, but I mean, in the main, he was quite solid. They did have 2 disallowed.
Shop window, it's fine. Shop window.
Yeah. And Kevin Halligan says, where's Dubs going to? Well, apparently he's very, very interested in the Celtic move, according to the news reports today. We covered that in the show this morning, myself and Paul. Ant Acid, good evening to you. He's saying just wake up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kind of odd. No barking from the dogs, no smog, and Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. Oh, that's interesting. No bacon or sausage, eh? Must be just toast then, I guess. Wakyang left. Good evening to you. What's your predictions for the game, Star? What are you thinking?
The most likely scenario is, of course, France just to overpower them 2-3-0. I think for it to be a different scoreline, Austria are going to have to play a perfect game. They're going to have to be hyper-focused, especially in the first half, and try and make sure they get to half-time, try and nick a goal, try and string some passes together and not let France dominate the ball. Make sure they don't leave gaps in behind, especially behind the fullbacks. It's doable. It's doable. But I think the most likely outcome is France is going to score 2 or 3. So for Austria to get anything from this, they're going to have to be outstanding.
Good evening to everyone. Loving these commentaries for Euro games. Cheers, lads and ladies. Sam, you're welcome. We enjoy doing it. It's Stato loves a bit of commentary, and this is how we're going to do it tonight. I should take the first half of the halves, and Stato will complete the halves. Very much like the radio commentary is. Very much like we've done in the past couple of games. Apart from Stato, couldn't get a goal Saturday, so I allowed him to do the second half, and he still didn't get one. Strange enough. Where's the countdown clock?
Have started.
There is no. Where's the countdown? There is no countdown clock on these streams, mate. Unless Paul's here because he has the software for it, we don't get one. So there's no clock, but we will be announcing the time very regularly during the actual match. Anthony Clark says, even everyone, what a drab game it was last night. Foden has to be dropped and Gordon starting. So strange Southgate didn't use subs that can only help us in this tournament. What do you think about that, Stato? He's right, isn't he?
Yeah, Foden was poor. A couple of good link-up play early doors, but sloppy in the final execution of everything. Gave the ball away a lot. Physically wasn't there. Lazy in tracking back. Yeah, absolutely. I think in the second half, he had a chance to try and tidy it up, and he didn't. So I think any substitution would have been warranted there, whether it was Palmer, Eze, or Gordon. Somebody else should have been on because he wasn't good enough at all. I appreciate he's a fantastic talent, but he's not doing it currently for us. So you need to be dropped. It's very simple.
I agree. King Hoddle says their reserve 11 could get out of the group stage, most depth in the tournament. About the French, clearly. Yes, he's right. They are outstanding. Even to Mark down there in Bournemouth on the South Coast. Has the summer arrived today? Well, not here, hasn't. It's not too bad, but it's not. The sun isn't cracking the pavement or anything, is it, Stato? It's middle of the road temperatures. It's not bad. It's not. It ain't rained or anything. Hello to Michael McIntyre. We've got about 3 minutes till kick off. The Austrian national anthem. Good grief! I don't want to make a comment about him. He looks very old, and as if he may have been around at a certain time in period in history, but I'm not going to say which one it was. Even so, I like coffee. Kevin says some team that who the F put England favourites. No way. Well, it's because people in England are betting on England. I guess that's why. Bruno's Magic Hat says, look at the difference on how he picks a squad to what Southgate does. Well, he's got lots and lots of kind of depth everywhere, hasn't he? Congrats to Dubravka today, says Foxy. Nice clean sheet. He did, but he did kind of trying to hand the goal on a plate to him in the first half, passing out from the back. But Baldo had 2 goals disallowed. One was a bit controversial. Ben says Seavold is one to watch. Yes. Bruno says he's a magic player. And Kevin says Baumgartner is an animal. King Hoddle says
they're all animals, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a very physical side, isn't it? The Austrian one. King Hoddle says, I like Theo at left back. Imagine him and Prime Walker as 2 full-backs. It wouldn't get much better than that. I like Theo Hernandez. Brilliant. But he can play anywhere across the back four, can't he, really? Outstanding player.
He's a very versatile fullback. He reminds me a bit of Cancelo at City before he threw his toys out the pram.
Yeah. Gil Glad says, what Premier League player is Thuram most similar to? What do you think, Stato?
I don't really think we've got one at the moment. Anybody who profiles like him? Not really.
There isn't one, is
I mean, I'd say Mateta, but that's really lazy. No, Thuram's different. Thuram's a lot quicker, but powerful. Yeah. He's like a. You don't really have that. I remember Lukaku when he was like when he was at, what was it, the loan at Bolton? Was he at Bolton? West Brom? I think he went to Bolton West Brom. It was like a young Lukaku in terms of power, even though Thuram's not super young right now. But it's, you know, he's big and strong, but he's also very athletic, very fast, good acceleration, cracking eye for goal as well. And it was a fantastic pickup for Inter, to be fair.
And the ITV graphics on the screen at the minute. We'll go get the banner up for the score because we don't have the scoreboard. But there's the banner going across the bottom of the screen there. We are moments away from kickoff. Arnautovic on the Austrian bench. God, he's getting some age now. He is.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Florian Grealish actually drop into a back 5 on occasion here for Austria.
Yeah. Could well start that way, I guess. It depends on how they start, I'm wondering.
That French kit is awful. Horrible.
I mean, Austria's first choice colours are white and black, so why are they wearing white and blue? Doesn't make any sense to me. Both teams in away kits when they could have both wore their own kits. Strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. Austria are going to kick off in the reds, kicking from right to left in the Dusseldorf arena. There's Marcel Sabitzer, the captain of this Austrian side. And we're about to kick off, folks. And when we do, I shall start you off. Referee's ready to go. Players are lined up, and we're on our way. A ball is straight back to Grealish, forward there for Lima. Long ball through the middle. looking like Austria attacked with 3 there. It was a pre-planned move, I think. Just got to get the ball up quickly. Anyway, they've got a throw wide on the right-hand side. Back it comes to, I think that's Savold. And all the way back to the defenders. Voba to Mweni. It's hard to remember these names, I've got to say. But it's looking quite attacking from Austria, formation-wise, and we're only half a minute in. This is Voba.
Yeah.
Wide he comes, looking for the left back. That's Mweni, looking for a crossing, but Milan will take that all day and every day. And he can bowl it out, or will he go short? Oh, he's taking his time, Milan, and he might even be kicking this long. Now he's bowled it out to Upamecano. Then into Kante. Kante comes wide here for the right back, who's the right back? It's Koundé, isn't it? Down the line for Dembele. Dembele cuts inside. Voba gets foot in. Back he comes then to Griezmann. Griezmann in the box looking for, I think that's Thuram. No, it's Mbappe in the middle. Mbappe is playing centrally. And France on the attack again. It's Dembele wide looking for the run of Hernandez. Hernandez gets there. Might even be Rabiot that. Kante with the ball inside. It's a nice little ball too. France looking very dangerous already. Back it comes to Kante, wide again. Rabiot, there's a free kick given there for foul on Kylian Mbappe from the 20 Lima. And it'll be a free kick to France. It's about 15 yards out of the area on the left-hand quadrant. Pavard is in the squad. Chippers, he's on the bench. And it's Griezmann who's going to take this free kick for the French. Pencil in the goal, lining up a wall. It looks good. Well, it's a one-man wall. Doesn't think that Antoine Griezmann's going to shoot from here. 2 minutes in. Griezmann floats one looking for, well, it's headed away from the Austrian defence. And Upamecano lets it go for a throw into the French right next to the corner flag on the right-hand side. Back it goes to Upamecano. And then back to Koundé. All the way across then to Saliba. Quickly down to, who's this on this right-hand side down here? Koundé. I think that's Koundé there. Yeah, it's Koundé. Back he goes then to Upamecano. Back to the keeper, Milan, and France are keeping hold of possession. No press from the Austrian. They have dropped back now into like a 4-4-2, it looks like at this precise moment in time. Here's Upamecano. He's got Jules Koundé to his right. He plays it to Koundé. Little 1-2 with Dembele. Koundé then into Griezmann. Back to Koundé. Nice footballers for the French. Koundé just get tackled. Footed from Griezmann. Tied up from the French, the Austrian defence. Little flick forward there from Sabitzer. Foot was high. And a free kick's given to the French. Still no goals. We are 3.5 minutes in. Interesting start, Stato.
Yeah, good attempt to try and get out by Austria there. They just need to be careful. A little bit of space in behind. They pressed a bit aggressively early doors, and Dembele did get behind the fullback. So they've definitely got to be careful of that space.
Have indeed. Anyway, the ball is with Moynihan. Just keep ball at the minute for the French. Moynihan and Upamecano playing it amongst themselves. Kante's come deep for it, but doesn't get it. And Moynihan plays it out to Upamecano again. Bayern Munich centre half. Nice bit of play for him. Oh, Kante doesn't control it and is almost robbed. In fact, well, just get away with it, really, Kante. Very diminutive figure. Ex-Leicester and Chelsea, of course. Here come the French on the far side. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez is really going for it. Poor pass, though. He was fouled after the ball had been played, and France got a free kick. Nice to tackle that. Very late on Hernandez. He did push it a little bit too far. Did play the pass. The defender, I think it's Rebe.
It's done. So I'm not sure he actually there was no contact. He just went into him,
I had no idea, did you really? So it's free kick to France. This one's a bit more central and maybe resulting in a shot on goal. Griezmann again is over it. That's a horrible kit, by the way. Pinstripes,
Yeah, it's
blue
awful,
on
isn't it?
white. I don't think he's shooting now because he's going to hit it with his left foot. He's floats it to the far post again. Danso gets ahead to it. Big leap coming in. Oof, bit of a collision there. But the Austrians do bring it clear. Not for long, though, because Dembele will get to that good sliding tackle coming in from the number 16, who is Mwene. And it's a throw to France. Back he goes, Upamecano. Now Rabiot. And now across to William Saliba. Very much attack versus defence at the moment. France keeping possession. A little bit of press comes on from the Austrian forward line. But Moignan has it now, and he's killing it long. Looking for Thuram, doesn't get there. Good head there away from the Austrians. Now Kante goes wide, where it is with Theo Hernandez. Down the line he goes to Mbappe. Mbappe tries to get past two, can't do so. Ball goes into touch for French throw-in. Ralph Ragnick, of course, the Austrian coach.
I mean, not overly dissimilar to England's start yesterday.
Yeah, it is. It's very similar. Oh, dear me. Koundé tried to clear the ball down the line, but it was intercepted. It's another throw-in for the French in the right-back position, which will be taken to 2 balls on the pitch at the minute. Koundé hoops one off, and long balls down the line looking for Thuram, who chests it. A bit of a miscommunication there, but France do come away with the ball with Thuram. Clambered all over on the back of there, and the ref going to give a free kick. Or he gives one. In fact, gives one to Austria for the foul on Danso by Thuram. There's the water carrier himself, Didier Deschamps, famously described as a water carrier.
Him.
Yeah,
because he didn't like Ben Arfa, so I don't like him.
No, a very French-looking gentleman he is too. We have some spam in the chats, mods. Can you get rid of them, please? It's a throw into France, which is taken back to Upamecano, and he squares it inside for Moignan, who then goes wide to Hernandez. He goes back in, and it's a long clearance from Moignan this time, looking for Mbappe. It's not going to reach him. And Austria can take it, but don't. Griezmann steps in, does very well. Hernandez, he's fouled there, but the both will play advantage. Here's Mbappe racing on goal on the left-hand side of the area. They're going to curve it. Good save, keeper. Pushed it wide for corner. Good move, though, from the French there, Stato. Very quick into a sack there.
Yeah, expecting the whistle to go, and it didn't. And Mbappe puts on the afterburners, gets in behind, tries to sneak it near post. Bit cheeky, goes into the side netting. I'm not sure if the keeper gets a touch on this. We'll get the replay now. Not sure. Possibly should have passed that. But again, fantastic work from Theo Hernandez driving forward. They just can't cope with him.
Here's Kante. Wide then to Griezmann with the cross, looking for a French header. Keeper takes it nicely above the attacking threat of Thuram. Danso is on the floor at the minute. Yeah. Whether he's injured or not, I don't know. Or has his boot come off? Oh, his boot's come off.
Because he's wearing a slipper, that's why.
Yeah, it's modern technology, eh?
The fact that you can just slightly slip it back on means it's probably not secure enough, Mr. Kevin. You need to tie it on.
Anyway, Austria are playing from deep with Danso. Forward in then to Savold. Danso again. Back to the keeper, Pensa. And he plays it wide. Danso has it. Now Savold, Grilic steps in, gives it to Danso, back to Grilic, and Austria can finally come away with it. Long ball from Grilic, looking for the run of Gregoric. Not going to get there. Saliba steps in. And very calmly plays the ball away and then gives the ball away. But there'll be a free kick to France there for pushing it back by Gregoric on, I think it may have been Hernandez. And France get on with it quickly. With Jules Koundé on this right-hand side for the French. He comes down the line here for Antoine Griezmann, who shields it, plays it up the line for Dembele, who was very weak there and is robbed foul in there from Kante. Will be a free kick to the Austrians. That's the Kante we know and love, or don't like, or whatever your feelings are on the fella.
Poor from him so far.
Very physical and nudging the back. Yeah, he's not been great, to be fair. Anyway, Austria do build from deep with Danso into Savold, who's definitely sits out in front of the back four, or back three as it is at the moment. And here's Grilic now. Back inside then to Voba. And now Savold back to Voba. Grilic is wide of him, doesn't go, goes further wide. Haven't seen much of Sabitz yet, but here he is now. Plays it back to Grilic. And back again to Voba. And it's walking pace at the precise moment. And it is very much like England yesterday, Stato. You're quite right.
Yeah, well, Austria just trying to keep hold of the ball for a bit. Lots of switching around positionally as well. Grealish has played in multiple positions. You know what Florian Grealish reminds me of? It's an alternate universe where Fabian Schär has been allowed a crack at midfield. That's what he reminds me of.
And Grealish has it now, plays it wide down here for the bottom, where I think it's a 16. I can't remember who that is. M1A, isn't it? Back to Grilic. He has Savold square, but he's decided to go forward instead. Little ball inside for Lema, back little 1-2. This is good football from the Austrians. Comes wide to M1A. Can he get across into the physicality of Gregovic in the middle? He tried. Far post. Good header, though, from, it's Hernandez, and it does get stopped by Moynihan going out for corner. And the French will try and break swiftly. But in the end, Michael Moynihan keeps hold of the ball. We are just over 11 and a half minutes in. Still no goals.
Yeah, good work from Austria there, though.
Yeah, it was a nice move, wasn't it? We're on the 12-minute mark right now, Seattle, Geordie. And France are trying to break forward here, but Mwene's going to get in there and nods it back. Danso gets a foot in. Kante will get this and nods it forward. Thuram quickly in for Mwoba, but it will be a free kick. Didn't think there's much wrong with that. It was a posh, in fact.
He was adamant he got the ball as well.
Yeah, I thought he did. Nice little flick there, though. Hernandez inside for Thuram. Thuram's got a chance here to play Hernandez in. He does play Hernandez in. Hernandez, he rovs it across the face of goal. Nobody to tap it into an empty net. But good play again from the French there.
Theo Hernandez, comfortably the best player on the pitch at the moment. 3 fantastic runs forward.
It's a fantastic cross as well, isn't it? It just, obviously, there's no one going to be that advanced. He's way ahead of the rest of the team at the moment. You're quite right.
Well, it's not on him that he did the right thing with the cross. It's down to the other pacey players to be in the right place. You got to anticipate he's going to do that because it's his job. Oh God, that was a Roy Keane comment there. Sorry, guys.
Big baby. Anyway, the French have it with William Saliba. It's going to go all the way back home to Michael Moynihan, who plays it square for Upamecano. Back to Moynihan, and the French trying to draw the Austrians on here. Moynihan floats it out wide to Rabiot. Kante in a physical confrontation with Savold wins it, but plays a poor pass. And Austria can pick up the pieces and indeed motor down that side of the pitch that they're right. Kante gets a foot back in again, though, and it will be a throw-in to the Austrians with Posh. He's put a bit of weight on since he married to David Beckham, I've got to say. And we'll take the throw in. He's looking for Gregovic. Good turn from Gregovic. Inside 1-2. And now it's on the edge of the area. Little float to his far side. Maybe a good one. Poor pass, though. And Kunde was able. Oh, that's a lovely little flick from Griezmann. It really is. I don't think he's going to get to that pass, though. Delightful flick from Griezmann. Voba tidies up the long ball, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was all down to France whinging for the handball that never was. Nearly allowed Austria in there. But yeah, fantastic from Griezmann. Little back flick for the breakaway.
Austria are maintaining possession with the keeper. He's 10 years out of his box. Plays it for Danso. Danso's got a runner. He didn't see him. He goes to this far side instead. But he overhits it by about 5 yards. And out of play for a throw-in to the Austrians. Nice bit of play from Baumgartner as well to get away from Kante there. Upamecano panicking a little bit and clears it. Good physical challenge in the back then. Oh, the rest of a free kick. Come on. Feel sorry for Danso there. I thought that was a good challenge.
I mean, you did describe it as big physical challenge in the back there. The way you described it was as a foul. I mean, that is a foul, Billy, to be fair.
But it was clean through if he had it, didn't it? maybe a bit of boys coming out there. But it was a foul on Mbappe. He was shoved to the ground by Kevin Danso. We're a quarter of an hour in, and the French are playing around with it at the back, and, well, Upamecano almost robbed there by Gregovic. Puts the pressure on Moynihan, wide to Hernandez. Oh, my God. He's such a good player. Kante plays for Griezmann. Griezmann's got Koundé on his wide right. Well, he's got Dembele wide right. Koundé inside. Dembele has it. Running at the fullback. Goes past one. He's fouled there quite clearly. And it will be a yellow card, I think, this time. And it is. It's a yellow card to Voba. Great run from Dembele.
I think the reaction there definitely got the yellow card. Let's have a look at this again.
That's going 2 foot, to be fair.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Both feet left the ground. Instantly, Sabitza's wagging the finger because he knows it was a really dodgy challenge. I'm surprised that's not been reviewed because he went in with 2 feet off the ground. Ooh, dodgy.
Maximilian Voba, yes, very. It's probably an in between a yellow and a red, isn't it? That one. That's the orange card that they talk about. Bearded Monster could feel a red card coming on. Strange, that I think I do as well. Wakang has Wes Paul in Germany to take Kane's place for more. Anyway, the ball comes in straight to the arms of the keeper to take Kane's place for more pace against the Danes. Oh dear me. Anyway, bowled out from the keeper, Penson or whatever his name is. Can't remember what his name is there. Anyway, it's with Seivold. And now Florian Grilic. Lovely little chip ball out wide for Mwenny. Now it's Seivold again. Back to Voba, who's just been booked. And now Dansos can move into a bit of space. Plays it wide to Posh. Posh looks for a cross. The French get it clear with Upamecano. Only as far as Danso, he knocks it. Well, a bit of head tennis going on between the two of them. Great jump from Danso to win that ball, but he was fouled in the process. Looks like Rabiot's left a little bit in on him in there. And Danso's prone on the floor.
Yeah, Danso's been very, very good this half so far. Yeah, Rabiot, no attempt to play the ball, really. He just went with his back into the player. I mean, dare I say, that kind of warrants a yellow card. He was looking at the ball initially, but then when he went in, he knew he wasn't going to win it and just decided to back into him. You've seen them giving us yellows.
Definitely. No attempt to play the ball at all, was there? Almost 18 minutes in, still no goals. But it has been a lively game. And Austria are on the attack with Posh on the far side, looking for a cross. It's blocked by Kante. Back to Danso, taps it inside for Seivold. Comes down then for Voba. Inside, then he goes to, well, it's Rob there. Great defending play and well played also. Laid it off to Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann motoring towards the penalty area. Kitchen side, tries to bend it round, but well defended from the Austrians. Yeah, Griezmann could have done a lot better there. Yeah, that kid's horrific. Could have done a lot better there, but he a bit greedy, wasn't he?
He was indeed. It was a good breakaway, to be fair. It was a little bit sloppy. You need to stay focused from Austria, but a fantastic breakaway from Griezmann.
I think it was Saliba that robbed the ball, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is fantastic from everybody involved there to get away.
Anyway, Griezmann's going to take this corner. Will be an in-swinger. And it goes looking for the near post. Flipped on from the Frenchman, but it's cleared at the far post. And then finally, fully, completely cleared. Kante's the last man back, and he has to go all the way back home to the keeper, who lays it down here for Jules Koundé in the, what is it, right centre-back position at the moment. Moynihan has it.
Ferocious press then from Lima. That was incredible.
Yeah. Here's Rabiot, floats the ball down. A lovely pass looking for the winner of Hernandez, I think. Or is it Mbappe? It might be Mbappe. It is Mbappe. Got up against Posh. Posh gets a foot in. Can't stop Mbappe, but the second tackle does stop him. And now Austria can come away with it. Nice ball forward for Gregovic. Austria on the attack. Lima. Ball inside there. That's a good ball. Grilic. Oh. Slightly misplaced pass, and Saliba was able to intercept it and go past the on rushing press. Plays to Kante. Oh, dear me. Bit of a mistake from Saliba this time. Kante tied us up for him, though. And France are playing themselves into a corner here, literally. Kante's now in the corner and he's tackled. It will be a goal kick. But good press from the Austrian forward line there.
Yeah, I mean, Grealish misread the forward run. He thought that he was going to actually try and run in behind, and he didn't. He came short. But France making a little bit of a mess of that.
Grealish is currently down with an injury. Renier supporting Österreich. King Hoddle says the Austrians look pretty compact and well organised. I agree with that.
Yeah, 20 minutes in, they're very much in this.
Yeah, it's a good game of football, isn't it? I think Mbappe should have gone for the far post there, surely. They've shown that chance again where he went, tried to go near post, tried to catch out the keeper, but the keeper wasn't wearing any of it.
Austria now in with a good chance of being the... well, if they can qualify by coming first or second, fantastic. But if they can get anything out of this game, they put themselves in good stead for a best third place finish as well, which is one of the groups you can qualify as a third place.
Yeah.
So they've got Poland in this group to play as well as the Netherlands. So if they can get anything off France and potentially beat Poland, then they could definitely get out of the group.
I think Grilich's injury came with a little collision he had with Mbappe a minute ago when Mbappe was trying to step past him. And Mbappe jumped into him, basically. But it looks like it's going to be okay to continue. And Moynihan will take a goal kick. And he's taken it out to Saliba, who goes to Conte, who's in the anchor role, plays it wide to Koundé. Back to Upamecano, then forward then to Saliba, and then out to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to cut inside Lima. Lima's not wearing it this time. And the Austrian's going to throw in. Savold has come a bit forward from his anchor role. Plays it wide for Posh. Back then to Kevin Danso, who can float it all the way down the bottom here. He doesn't do so. Goes for Voba. No risks taken there. And in fact, it's square again to Danso. Goes wide to Posh. That's a good ball for Danso. He's looked very good, actually, Danso, so far. Who's he play for, Stato?
At the moment, I can't remember where he plays for now. We shall have a look.
Austria on the attack here. Will be a corner ball. And for this corner ball, we'll go over to Stato for the rest of the commentary of this first half with a score at 0-0. Stato, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question as a start, Racing Club de Lens and his closest stat match is Fabian Schär, funnily enough. Maybe there's a reason we liked him. Right, well, we've got a corner kick for Austria here, so a chance for them to maybe cause a bit of an upset in this first half. Sabitza's going to take it. It's going to be an in-swinger. And it's claimed by Magnon. Danso was the challenger. Magnon's going to try and release early and roll a ball into Griezmann. He had two on him straight away, and it's had to go back to Koundé. We are 23:20 on the clock.
And Tassin, we can see your comments again. So if you don't worry, we are seeing your comments. We have got a super chat of some kind, I think. So we'll keep going, Stato.
Well, Theo Hernandez with a big run through the middle again, but he falls over his own feet this time. No foul for that, I'm afraid. He tackled himself. And Austria get the ball back. Decided against the long ball and have gone back to Kevin Danso. Grealish in midfield with a long switch left-hand side. And he's got to it.
Ooh.
Driving into the box against Koundé. Is he going to try and have a shot here? He's gone to ground, but there's no foul in that. And it's cleared by France. Fantastic play from Austria down the left there. France trying to get a counter-attack going. But yeah, fantastic. That was, who was that? That was Baumgartner and Mwene, the left back. Fantastic work from both.
Yeah.
Dembele fails to keep that in on the right-hand side. A big switch from France, and it's going to be an Austria throw. We're going to get a replay here of that drive into the box. Yeah, cheeky little 1-2. Koundé stays strong and stands up his man, and it does get cleared.
Yeah, good defending in the end, wasn't it, from Koundé?
Austria have got it again here. Lima's going to drive forward centrally. He's got a player on the right-hand side who's going to play it in first time, and it is deflected out for a throw-in.
£2 super chat from Seaside Toon. He says, "Evening, Billy and Alex. Great show. Austria to draw." Thanks for that, mate. Very much appreciated.
Well, it's going to be Posh to take the throw in. It looks like he's gearing up for a long throw here. He's taken quite a few steps back. I think he wants the linesman to get that out of the way. That would be helpful.
Not a longest
long throw comes in, central, and it's headed away. The left back tries a volley, and almost volleys someone in the chest. It's Kante. Well, I mean, he is quite small. And France get a free kick.
Ooh.
Oh, he's volleyed him in the shin there.
He has, yeah. Chipper says, "Is that number 16?" Chipper says, "Is that number 16 for goalkeeper? Bores me. Why not just number 1? Well, there's 3 goalkeepers in the squad, Chippers, and they can't all have the number 1 shirt, can they? Bit of a castore there, mate.
Our number 1 doesn't wear the number 1 at Newcastle because Nick Pope's because Dubravka's got it. So
another super chat, Dad Robinson, £2. Have you seen anyone you would like for Newcastle in the Euros?
This game, not sure.
Yeah, Mbappe.
Depends if it's realistic or not. I mean, realistically, I've always had a soft spot for Florian Grealish. When he was available on a free transfer, I thought he'd have been a fantastic signing for us to kind of upgrade on back then your Haydens and stuff, and we never got him. Teo Hernandez has been fantastic. Kevin Danso looks really, really good as well, to be fair. Griezmann. Well, France have got the ball here and have managed to put it out to the right-hand side for Dembele, and he gets tackled. And they're going to get a throw in. I think he wanted a foul there.
A couple of Slovakian players earlier were pretty good. Duda and Lobotka.
Lobotka's very, very good for Napoli. Zielinski and Lobotka very underrated for Napoli. I mean, there's a reason why they were absolutely ferocious the season before last. Absolutely romped to a Serie A title. And I was shocked they didn't go all the way in the Champions League to the final, to be fair.
King Huddle with a fact there that isn't actually true. I'm going to put it on the screen. Ozardes won number 1 in the 78 World Cup. No, he didn't. He won the number 2. Number 1 was won by a player called Alonso, and it's because of alphabetical order. But there you go. Dan Robinson, another £2 super chat. Realistically, and out of all the Euro teams, there's a couple of Romanians. The guy that scored, the Romanian captain who scored the goal, first goal, looks excellent player. And the two halves for Romania, one of which, of course, already plays for Spurs, but the other fella next to him was outstanding as well.
I guess I'd want to cherry pick players that would fit the positions we need at the moment. So any decent right wingers that fit the profile, decent centre halves. I mean, if we're talking about this game specifically, I think Kevin Danso would be a fantastic pickup. But again, as Foxy's rightly pointed out, you don't sign players based on a good international tournament. You are correct.
To be fair to Danso, though.
Well, Longs have been very good for quite a long time. They qualified for the Champions League. And
he has had team of the season cards in FIFA. I know that isn't a perfect analogy, but you don't get them if you're shite.
No. Dembele getting a bit of rough and tumble here. And France are going to get a free kick deep in their own half.
I think Austria will be pleased with how this game is progressing now, Stato. I mean, we're nearly half an hour in and very little kind of...
Well, they've had a reasonable amount of the ball. They've reduced the threats from France. They've had a couple of their own, I wouldn't say chances, but they've almost worked them up to chances. They just need to stay focused. We'll wait for the doorbell to finish ringing there. Austria are going to take a throw in their own half here on the left-hand side with Mweme, the left back. And they lose possession. It's a bit of a scramble. It's very congested on this side. Kante manages to release it and get it left to Rabiot. Rabiot is going to put it out wide to is that Hernandez? That's Hernandez. Mbappe's coming deep and instantly gets picked by Conrad Lehmann. He's going to have to go backwards. Kante all the way back across. He goes all the way to Koundé on the right-hand side. He's going to try and chip a ball forwards. Is he going to find Thuram? No, it gets picked out brilliantly. And Thuram has been shot. He's fallen on the ground. He thinks that maybe there was a high boot from Danso or a stray arm hand. What's gone on here? Well, I mean, Thuram's just run into Kevin Danso. I mean, Danso isn't expected to fly in that situation. Thuram just needs to get up and crack on with it. I don't think there was any foul play in there. Deschamps has lost his mind. That's not a foul. Hopefully, the referee has seen some sense. Yeah, and it's play on Austria's ball. Ooh, interesting from Foxy. Danso started as a striker at Reading in the academy and then to McDonald's. Done well to be playing in the Euros. Yeah, I mean, that's very interesting, to be fair. Well, we've got 30 minutes and 45 on the clock. Griezmann with a fantastic tackle there. Austria have got yet another throw in. It does keep going out wide. And it is very, very scrappy in the centre of the park at the moment. But France have managed to come away with it thanks to Rabiot. He's going to recycle it to the centre halves and they're going to try and build again. Dembele tying his laces and not getting involved. And that's not Dembele, it's Kante. And yeah, France just seemingly happy to be a little bit more patient with this. To be completely honest, guys, we crucified England for being like, well, I didn't personally, but a lot of people crucified England for being quite passive. I don't feel like France are being overly different at the moment, and they've not created an awful amount. If the French fans are going to be as critical as the English fans are, this is poor from them so far. With 31 and a half minutes into a major tournament, Austria are considerably lower ranked. You know, France are number 2 in the world, and they've struggled to break them down as of yet. But things can change. It's very early doors. Griezmann in the centre is very strong there and should win a free kick, but he's not. Austria get the ball and break away here. It's 4-on-5. The ball slipped into Conrad Lima. He's going to have a shot, and it's saved by Mike Magnon. Fantastic there to keep it in as well. Cheeky little breakaway from Austria, although I am a little bit surprised Griezmann didn't win the foul.
Yeah. I think it was deflected the shot as well, wasn't it?
It was a deflected shot, yeah. But Lima, again, just tenacious. He just runs. He just runs and runs and runs. He just doesn't run out of energy. He's an Austrian Forrest Gump. And Mbappe on this left-hand side for France to Rabiot. He's going to dink a ball in, try and find Griezmann, but he gets scooped up high. Danso gets a head on it. Mbappe at the edge of the box. He's going to shoot. It gets blocked. Too many bodies in the way. Mbappe and Rabiot on the left-hand side are going to try and work this out. Mbappe against 2. He's going to go backwards. To Theo Hernandez, deep cross. Going to go for Thuram at the back post. Oh, a bit of a mix-up in the clearance, but Koundé's got it out right to Dembele, who's going to try and do a... He's going to go to the byline. He got tackled fairly and decided to roll 19 times.
The rest bought it as well.
Oh, my days. He's actually booked Mwene, the left-back. Well, I'd love to see a replay of this because from the angle we got on TV, right, we've got the replay. Oh, fair enough. Okay, he did not get the ball. Very theatrical from Dembele, though. I do feel like he needs a word. His theatrics have gotten 2 yellow cards for the Austrian players here when I think that was probably a yellow, but the first one was a bit harsh. So, and Mwene goes in the book, the left back, and they've got a very interesting free kick here, Billy, from the right-hand side that Griezmann's going to take. And it comes in. He fires it straight at the goalkeeper. And it gets picked off. And Austria are going to try and counter-attack here. You've got Lima driving central. It's 3-on-4. They're going to play out right into the space. They've got numbers forward. Long cross out to Lima on the left-hand side. He's in the box. He's going to try and head it central. But it's far too close to the goalkeeper. And it's going to get collected by Magnon. Yeah, I don't know what Griezmann was doing there with that. Did he just try and fire it square as hard as he could?
Yeah, it was poor, wasn't it? A poor free kick. And Austria nearly made them pay for it because it was a fantastic counter, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was a very good counter. They're very well drilled, well practiced. They know their roles. They know when to press, when not to press, when to counter. But again, it's Ralph Radnick and the English press and Manchester United fans did him dirty. I think he is a fantastic coach.
Man, you don't spend all that time. Hasn't he?
Yeah, you don't spend all the time with the Red Bull group if you're not a good sort of tactician and you're not good at what you do. Put it that way. France with 54% possession was that, so not the lion's share, but a little bit more. Austria with the ball again here, trying to break free, but very good pressure from France. But they do have some space to break. They're going to drive centrally with this Grealish out to the left wing to the 11. I need to remember my numbers here. Deep cross, central. They've got it. And Grealish, is it Grealish? Oh, how has he missed that? He's kicked it into the floor. That's the 19. That's Baumgartner.
Should have scored, shouldn't he?
He should have scored. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Drive centrally. It goes out to the left wing. Played central. Sabitzer brings it down. And Baumgartner kicks it into the floor. And it just goes over the bar.
Has he not saved it? He saved it. Moynihan saved it.
Oh, he has. Magnon's got a touch on it. It wasn't deflected into the floor. That is a world-class save. That should be 1-0 to Austria. But France, well, not even France. They were shambolic in that build-up. It was,
they got a goal kick for
all the goalkeeper. They got a goal kick for a save. Okay, so the refs had a shocker, as is the linesman. Yeah, fantastic from Austria there. Stato never gets goals. Well, to be fair, I mean, Billy didn't get one in the first bit. Ooh, Thuram brought down there on the left-hand side for France. That was posh.
All the Austrian back four going to get the yellow cards this first half.
I mean, what's he done there? He's just stuck his leg out behind. Yeah, they need to be careful. So free kick taken short. Easy ball to break the lines there for France into Mbappe. Thuram on the left, but there's 3 on him. And Austria have got the ball in the corner flag here. Thuram's trying to pressure and win a corner. And it goes out for an Austria throw. Nice and careful and disciplined from Austria there. I didn't quite like how easy it was for them to just play a flat ball through there, France.
Yeah. First real time that Austria showed a little bit of defensive frailty, wasn't it, that, really? For a simple pass anyway.
Well, they managed to clear the ball away from this throw-in. Bit of head tennis at the moment. Long clearance to Sabitzer. Koundé's climbing all over Sabitzer. Bit of a mistake there from the centre-half. Sloppy, and France have got it in an advanced area. Dembele's going to try and run in between the space. And it pings off a few bodies, and Austria have got it back. Strange from the left-back there. He's giving it away to Dembele in the box, but Sabitzer's got a block on it. And Mbappe's on the right-hand side now. He's going to try and get to the byline and cut it back. He does. And it's an own goal. Oh dear, from Vobber there. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. France celebrate. When you say Stato doesn't get goals, no, I get the own goals, apparently. Deary me. Yeah, I mean, it was fantastic work from France there. They got Dembele on the right-hand side. They decided to bring Mbappe over as well. Whoever's decision that was, I'm not sure. So they got a bit of an overload on that right-hand side. Mbappe goes to the byline, decides to cross it in centrally, and it just comes off. Let's have a look at this replay. Yeah, shocking. I don't know what he's trying to do with that header, Billy.
I think it all came. Yeah, it's awful heading. It's an awful header, but it all came from the left back winning the ball, then deciding to pass it back to him, isn't it? And then his body shape. Yeah, it's strange. He's just trying to get something in the way of it, isn't he? But
look at this header. I mean,
yeah, it's odd.
It's a fantastic finish. To be fair, he's headed it like he's trying to score. Bizarre from him.
All of Austria's hard work. Yeah, all of Austria's hard work. But a lot of that's to do with the left back. I mean, he won the ball, then passed it straight back to him, and then got beat by Mbappe down the right flank.
Ill discipline there.
Yeah, poor defending from 2 of them there. And potentially 3, because Danso could have really cleared it as well if he'd have really gone for it, couldn't he?
Big shame. Austria have been really good in this first half.
I agree. I
feel like that's a big let-off for France. And again, if this was England, I think the trolls would be out going, I can only score with an own goal and not good enough. So I feel like maybe the critical French fans might not be too happy about this because it's not been overly good from France so far.
I agree.
But Austria are on the break here. Some fantastic passes that they've managed to string together. Grealish is down. And the referee is going to stop play despite Austria being on the attack. Strange choice there from the ref.
I think they kicked out. Kante fouled in there. I don't know why he didn't give a free kick.
Interesting that there's been no cards here. Sabitzer having a word with the ref. Austria have been brandished yellow cards quite lavishly here, but France seemingly getting away with it. And France are gonna. Yeah, okay, good. Gave the ball back. I thought they were going to keep it for a second. Then, yeah, they've given it back to Austria, but the kick was abysmal. They've basically put it nearly out for a throw-in for the goalkeeper to go and retrieve. And Austria are going to build up from the back with Kevin Danso. They've got it out on the right-hand side now, and a lot of bodies forward. They're going to have to go for it now, Austria. Out to Voba. He's going to run centrally. He's got the left back. He's trying to through ball, but Koundé's got it covered, and he's going to try and shepherd that out for a goal kick. And he does. It's a goal kick for France. 40 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. It is 1-0 France, unfortunately, from a Voba own goal. Fairly balanced first half, I'd say, so far, Billy.
Yeah, I don't think France actually deserves to be in front at all. They haven't looked like overpowering the Austrians at all. In fact, Austria, at times, looked the better side, and they're on the attack now.
Yeah, Danso stepping into midfield, puts it out right-hand side. Lima's in the box, is going to try and drag it across centrally, and it gets blocked for a corner. There were 3 bodies on the penalty spot there. Saliba with the block. Austria are going to get another set-piece opportunity.
Yeah, Giroud's on the bench, Foxy.
Giroud is on the bench. Sabitzer is going to take the corner. It's going to be an outswinger. In comes the ball. Danso central. He's going to win it, but he's headed it all the way back to Sabitzer. But Koundé gets there first. And Sabitzer's managed to claim it. Back to Lima, who's going to try and go backwards. And Mbappe, it's come off Mbappe for a throw to Austria.
Poor header from Danso, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he was trying to drag it back to the back post and kind of misjudged it a bit. Swapping throw-in takers. Austria still on the ball here. Seiveld in midfield. Long switch out to the left-hand side, which is a pretty poor pass, and it goes to Dembele, is that? That's Dembele. All the way back to Maignan, who's going to kick it long, trying to find Thuram out on the left-hand side, who wins the header, but Grealish boots it back towards the French penalty area. And a bit of scrambles here. Austria have managed to come away with it. Lima working really hard to try and win that ball back, and he just can't do it. And French players throwing themselves to the floor in protest that Conrad Lima is actually quite strong. Well, maybe try and win the duel then. So Mbappe on the right-hand side now. He's come right again. So you've got Dembele and Mbappe on the right for France. And France have got the ball in the middle of the park. Upamecano, Griezmann in the middle is going to spray out to the left-hand side. Theo Hernandez and Thuram are going to get on their bicycles and go down that left wing. Theo Hernandez is going to go backwards. Griezmann central. Well won there from Seiveld. Great tackle. Fantastic work from Rabiot to get the ball back, though. Great midfield recovery work. There's some fantastic midfielders on show today in terms of ball recoveries from Rabiot, Seiveld, and Grealish. Sabitzer as well. They're doing some great work.
I agree with that. That was a fantastic bit of play from Rabiot. Jordan Nuke says XG Austria 0.61 and France 0.26. Tells the story, doesn't it?
Indeed. I think Austria undeservedly behind here. And France have got it, playing it around in their own half. Upamecano out wide to Rabiot. Back to Upamecano, who's pressed quite aggressively. Kante. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, to Maignan. Who scored for France? It was an own goal from Voba. It was quite unfortunate for Austria, to be fair. France have not been great. I'd say this is probably about even, if not a little bit more in Austria's favour for the balance of the first half. But it's a score that counts, and France are 1-0 up. Austria do have the ball at the moment, though, with 44 minutes and 15 on the clock. The left back's got it, and Austria reluctant to go forward now, just trying to be patient with it in the build-up. Still playing around their own half. They've got four at the back. Seiveld is the link in midfield. Well, although it's 3 at the back now with the left back pushing up really high. Grealish has dropped in to be that linchpin. Seiveld and Grealish seem to be swapping. Quite happy to alternate who's being the linchpin with midfield. Grealish is going to try and drive forward, and he's going to spray it out to the No, he's not. He's changed his mind. He's gone central to Voba. He's not sure where to go either. France marshalling very well. And that's a terrible pass from Grealish, who's released Dembele, who's going to try and drive at the right-hand side. And there are red shirts everywhere. Fantastic pass from Griezmann forward. He finds Mbappe. And the goalkeeper is scrambling, and he's managed to take it right off Mbappe's feet. Absolutely world-class from Griezmann there. He picks up the ball, and from nowhere, like a sniper, just finds Mbappe's run. He knows that he's going to be there running. That was absolutely elite from Griezmann there, that ball.
Not so from Mbappe. I think he should have took that into control. It was a terrific pass, right into his path, and he didn't get it into control, did he?
The more I'm watching this game, the more I'd like Griezmann in a black and white shirt, to be fair. But Austria have got it here on the attack. Conrad Lima on the edge of the box to Grealish. They've got bodies forward. Grealish wants him to go right, but he's not listening. Back to Grealish. He's going to ignore his teammate and go right himself. Left-footed cross into the box, deep, and it's headed away. Koundé versus Sabitzer. And the referee blows for half-time. That is it. 1-0 France at the end of this first half from an own goal from Voba.
Yeah, it's been a good first half, though. Very enjoyable. Some good football on show. France probably undeservedly in front, but Austria have got lots to play for. I think they're still in the game. Still got meat on the bone in this game, and I think they could come back and perhaps get a draw. But I think Ragnick's been outstanding the way he's coached his side tactically. What do you think, Stato? It's a coaching masterclass, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I would agree. I think the English media did him dirty when he was here in England with the consultancy role for Manchester United. I think a lot of what he said several years ago has come to fruition and come to light. It has been proved to be correct. Tactically, he's been fantastic in this game. Everybody's focused. They know what they're doing. It was a shame about the own goal, but considering this is a World Cup winning team, they've definitely shown a good account of themselves. And they've got a lot of players playing in good leagues, good teams, with their captain who just made a Champions League final appearance. So, they can do that. They're doing themselves proud, Austria, and they're still in this.
Start doing some comments while I go for a quick visit to the loo.
I can indeed, yep. All right, let's go and have a look at some of this. Right, Giroud come on with 10 minutes to go and score a header as usual. I mean, potentially not. France have got an enormous amount of players they could bring on. So who would they bring off for that? Thuram, potentially. It depends if they want to take some players off to rest them and to keep them fit for the rest of the tournament. It does also depend if Austria get an early goal. It's not easy. If France were 2 or 3-0 up, then it would be quite comfortable with substitution decisions. But at the moment, they've not won this game yet. Mbappe tracking back, thought he didn't know how. Well, they're having to respect Austria here, which is fantastic, to be fair. What else have we got? What does 0.61 mean? So that was XG. So 0.61 XG to Austria to 0.26 for France. Expected goals is worked out based on the quality of opportunity, how likely you are to score that goal from the position that you're in, whether you're shooting on your stronger foot, your weaker foot, how many defenders are in front of you, the angle of the shot, whether the goalkeeper's in the way or in a good place. It's basically that. It's how likely are you to score that goal based on everybody else who's taken a shot from the same place. French are very like us. Deschamps is a dinosaur. Differences when they sit in, they have 2 of the fastest players on the planet to break into. I mean, I can't disagree with you overly there. I think they've got a lot more strings to their bow than England have. But yeah, maybe a little bit tactically naive. Not naive, just, you watch Germany and they just go for it and blow teams away. And I feel like France are good enough to try that, but they don't. I feel like they're being a bit careful. Maybe they need to grow into it. I had to take a break. Someone hit me with an elbow. I'm not happy. A lot of fans aren't. They're jogging when they should be more sharp. Alex and Billy did say, get Griezmann. He's still got it. Yeah, some of that stuff. It was more of the creativity link up. Someone hit you with an elbow. I do hope you're okay.
I think he's there.
In the stadium.
Yeah, I think
you're actually there. Because I know you were at the Poland game the other day. So yeah, we'll just stay safe, because obviously we're quite a number of days into the tournament now. There's going to be a lot of tired people. A lot of people have been drinking for quite a long time. So everybody stay safe who is out there. Fox says a lot of positives for Austria so far. You can see why they've been on great form, unlucky to be losing. I would 100% agree with that comment. I've got a soft spot for the Austrian team. I like a lot of their players, and I think their setup is really, really nice. Lima is killing it. Again, another player I would love in a black and white shirt. He's fantastic. Can you imagine our press with Lima in it as well?
Oh. Is he at Bayern Munich, isn't he?
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah, outstanding player.
Go on, do you want to take over for a minute while I nip to the lane?
Yeah, definitely. What did I think about the Belgium handball? It's a crap law, but it's unfortunately it's one that has to be kind of abided to, and definitely hit his hand. It was accidental, in my opinion. Of course, it was, but when it led to a goal, I mean, if it didn't lead to a goal, there would never been a free kick for it. The fact it led to a goal, it's a ridiculous law. So, yes, it was right to disallow it, but no, it's a crap law, so it shouldn't be right to disallow it. If that makes any sense. Kevin says, Austria no mugs, and I like coffee. If you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button and subscribe. It's free to do so. Feel free to use the super chat feature or become a member and help support the channel. Couldn't have said it better myself. I like coffee. Fantastic. Thanks, mate. David Layfield, thanks, Billy and Alex. Enjoy your dual commentary. Some good football on the show. It's been a good game as it goes. King Hoddle, checking 1, 2, 3. What does that mean? You're not going back to the 78 World Cup, are you? Aussie Ideal is definitely number 2. Definitely. Yeah, they did it on alphabetical order. I know they had a player called Alonso who only played the one game. I think it may have been against Italy, the game they lost. Soft bearded, indeedy. Into you, Lawrence. Hope you're well. Alex, of course, he was a French supporter. And of course, he's going to be our medical expert on the channel. And we're going to have him on a few shows. He's not confident. Quite right. I agree. It's been Austria, I think, were unfortunate to be a goal down. Having a beer for all you fine folks here at the game. Perfect cure for being elbowed in the head by a fan. Was it a French fan or an Austrian fan, Alex? I guess you're in the French end, so I guess it'd be a French fan, I guess. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't be confident too. I mean, Austria could snatch a goal. Definitely can see it in them. Wakang says, I thought it was handball about the Belgium, but intrigued by the use of the weird pulse line thing they used. Yeah, it's like Snicko in cricket, wasn't it? That there was contact on the ball with his hand. The half-time XG ended up as Austria 0.66 and 0.26 to France. Yeah, I mean, the best chance of the match fell to, who was it? Was it Lima who was clean through? I can't think of who it was now. No, it's Baumgartner, wasn't it? And it was a great save from Moynihan that didn't get credited for because it went for a goal kick even though he'd saved it. Hello, hi, it's me. Hope you're well. NUFC Ollie says Scotland and Ukraine have been the only pushover so far. Lots of underdogs performing. I agree. I absolutely agree. Kevin asked about the pulse line. Well, it's like Snicko in cricket when they're looking for contact with the bat on the ball, and you get a Snicker line. It was similar to that with a hand on Lukaku. Well, it wasn't Lukaku, was it? It was Carrasco, wasn't it? Could just imagine Stato in traditional Austrian attire yodeling. Well, interesting. Yes, I am. Then I go to Copa America on duty for the quarterfinal and the final part of medical team for team undisclosed. The head is fine, just caught me off guard. Oh dear. Matt says I could watch Griezmann play all day. What a class act. Outstanding, isn't he? And he always seems to turn it on at these tournaments as well, doesn't he? He never seems to get any older. I think he's 31, 32 now. But he's an absolute diamond of a player. Would love him at Newcastle United. Be perfect for us, wouldn't he? Pulse line is a sensor in the ball. King Hoddle says the comments are all being deleted. Must be a YouTube issue, mate. I can still see them. So it must be a YouTube issue. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's like the thing on cricket, like I just said. Trevor McDonald says, filled my fat face, now looking forward to a better half. Well, it wasn't a bad first half, Trevor, to be fair. I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a good game of football, actually. Lukaku says, Foxy says Lukaku. Lukaku is either really poor or really lucky. Every tournament he has a mare. Well, he's had 2 disallowed today, hasn't he? But he wasn't great apart from that, to be fair. There you go. Here's Stato back again. Ireland handball for the old game. Well, yeah, against the French as well, wasn't it? But there you go. And
no, they're not in this tournament. We're not allowed to talk about Ireland.
Aussie number 1 in 1982. He was, yeah, when Alonso wasn't in the squad. And of course, Aussie Ardiles in 82 had, of course, had to leave Spurs because of the Falklands conflict. Yeah. So that was that. Alex is a French fan. He elbowed him. He apologised and gave him a beer. There you go. Maybe worth it then. Maybe not. I don't know.
Gave you a beer?
A French fan.
I mean, Alex, that's amazing, I guess.
He's a French supporter, isn't he, Alex is?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very sorry for you. My condolences.
A French-American. And a medical expert as well.
He's been a lovely man on this channel, so I will hold my tongue.
What else we got here? Austria have contained France pretty well this so, and two absolute workhorses in the midfield there in Lima and Seevault. And Grilic too, to be fair. I mean, Grilic, I think, out of the three is probably the best technical player, passing wise. Lima's got the engine, and I think Seevault just sits and probably does the defensive, doesn't he, Stato? Nice balance they've got.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those players have played in many different positions. A lot of them can play centre half, midfield, slightly further forward, reasonable technical ability, lots of tenacity, energy. They can tackle, but they can be positionally disciplined as well. Maybe you're missing a couple of out and out. I guess they're going for the fullbacks for the width. They don't really have a lot of wing play. Although, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name because he's got a funny one. But Baumgartner can drift into the channels, and it's been quite good at that. But yeah, maybe they're missing a couple of profiles of player that would make them a top side, and then some depth on top of that, of course. But they're not a million miles away. I mean, where are they ranked internationally? They are 25th. I mean, I'd say that's hit the nail bang on the head. They look like they're nearly there with sort of those top 10, 15 teams, but maybe they're missing a couple of wingers and just a little bit more quality to really be the big hitters. But they're a really nice structured team, and they deserve to be where they are.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, I've enjoyed the performance, to be fair. For an underdog on the side, they certainly haven't melted, have they, at all? They haven't looked like they shouldn't be there. They've been competitive, combative, and don't deserve to be losing. Simple as that for me. Rich says, exactly as we saw today, perfect example which works as it was a handball, unlucky one, but it was hand to ball, and the sensor picks up the touch. Yeah, they've new technology. They've got a snicko for the hands that are like in cricket. The French like the grass, says Baz. That's a strange, interesting comment, but and now Kevin understands what the handball was given like. I bet Susan could knock up an Alex Jodeling vid. Interesting.
Steady on, Tom.
I do believe it's going to be 3-3. The Austrians have the chances, but the French aren't all mentally there. Loads of mistakes. I agree with that. There have been a few mistakes. I don't think Kante's been good for them today.
I mean, I'd agree with that. I'd say a Tchouaméni or a Camavinga would be a lot better in that midfield. I think it'd look a lot more balanced. I appreciate he's an extremely experienced head, and the Kante from 5 years ago was world class. However, he's not looked the most settled. I mean, you do have to appreciate the intensity and some of the pressing from the Austrian players.
Yeah,
maybe it's not just Kante. Maybe we've got to give some credit to the opposite team. But based on what I've seen, just a general guess, I'd say it'd be better with someone else in the base of midfield. I mean, what are their options again? You've got, where's their bench? That sort of position, you could have Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Zaya Emery, Yusuf Fofana. Yeah,
they've got options, haven't they?
I'm
surprised. Says, has Mbappe played well? Underwhelming, I'd say. He's a threat, a definite threat. Of course, he's going to be. But he hasn't really got in the game much, has he, Stato? They haven't allowed him to get in the game much. But when he has, he's looked threatening.
There was one nice breakaway where he put the afterburners on the left hand side, and then obviously there was a cross in that caused the own goal.
Yeah. So
by default, you have to say he's done okay because of that. Because without what he did, there wouldn't have been the goal. However, yeah, he's not been fantastic. I think probably Teo Hernandez has been the best player for France so far. I think Koundé has been fantastic defensively as well. Swatted out anything quite nicely. I think it looks a little bit shakier sort of on the left side whenever they're sort of central left. So Saliba's not been as solid as I expected. So whenever it goes to Kante Saliba, it doesn't look quite as steady. Whereas Koundé on that right is just an absolute rock. Upamecano has been really good as well.
And Griezmann in front, of course, been outstanding as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's been pulling strings. Of course, his profile's definitely changed a lot. He's quite happy to drop deep and play a couple of long balls from the centre circle that were just absolutely sublime. I mean, he's the kind of player now. He's getting to that age where he's like a fine wine. You want to start getting the thesaurus out to describe some of the playmaking ability because he's just whatever it is, he's got it. He's just fantastic.
Couple more for because the players are coming out for the second half. Reframe Love says Dembele is so skillful but needs to cut out the theatrics. Does he not realise slow motion replays make him look like a dick? I think all players are like that. They don't realise, do they?
I agree with that.
Yeah,
he could probably cut out 2 or 3 of the additional rolls that he puts on the end of the rolls. All of the rolls.
Fixtures are out tomorrow at 9 o'clock, so it'll be interesting to see. Anyway, the players are on the pitch ready to go again, so I shall take the first half of the second half. Antacid, member for 10 months, you two are a class commentary duo, brilliant crack. Paul is the OG, original Geordies. Salute, Paul. Stato and Billy are the honorary Geordies. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. And we have we've got a super chats. No, I thought we did there for a minute. But anyway, game's about to kick off again. The French are kicking off this time. Just before we do kick off, we'll put that comment up from All Our Coffee. You can all read it for yourselves. But we're all on the same kind of timeline. I think Statter's a couple of seconds behind me, but it doesn't really matter when I'm commentating. And I'll pause it when he comes on to him. Mbappe's ready to kick off for the second half. There we go. Referee delaying the kickoff again. Yeah, like he did the first time. Like he did the first half.
I'm not sure what this is
and
about.
He's doing it again now because Dembele broke too quick. He stopped it again. And eventually we're off and running. And it's Kante with it. Square to Rabiot. Down here for Thuram, who started wide the second half. Hernandez goes all the way back to Saliba. He goes all the way back to Moinan. Good pressure coming in from Lima. He goes to Upamecano. There's pressure on him too. But France do get out of it, although Griezmann's touch wasn't great. Slightly overhit. And out for throwing to the Austrians. And Griezmann's gone careering into the advertising boards off the tackle of Voba. This is interesting. Well, the ball was out of play. I don't think Voba's
he's already on the yellow, isn't he?
I don't think Voba's actually done anything, actually. They're making out Voba's doing something, but has he? Or he's shoulder barged in into the advertising hoardings with the ball kind of out of play.
Yeah. No, it's I think you've got every right to make that tackle, but I do feel for Griezmann, that's a bit harsh. Oh, he's bleeding as well.
Yeah, he's got blood all over his face and ink and all sorts. Oh, dear me.
Well, he's going to have to go off here. You need it. You can't play with blood on you.
Yeah, his head's cut. He's got a cut on his forehead. Mbappe's asking the referee why it isn't a red card, but it was only a shoulder to shoulder. Maybe unnecessary. It wasn't necessary, but it's not a foul as such. Oof, his face planted that advertising board in. Good grief.
Yeah, that's a nasty one, that is.
Yeah, he may need a stitch or two in that. Coming off the pitch, Mbappe's demonstrating with Voba to say what you're playing at. Voba's looking at him as if say, "Who cares?" It's a man's game and
contact sport.
Yeah,
it's in everybody's game nowadays. Billy, remember, it's an inclusive sport.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's a person's game. Dear me, I'll get cancelled one day. Definitely. Anyway, Austria are on the attack on that far side with Voba. In fact, goes wide to Mwene, back to Voba, who's very advanced. Comes inside for Grilic. Grilic plays a nice square ball to Sebald, and down the bottom here for Posh. Trying to find a spare man here. The Austrians goes backwards again to Sebald. Grilic wants it, but doesn't get it. Goes back to Danso, and now wide to Voba. Voba's advancing towards the penalty area. Goes for a cross. Finds a man, but doesn't control it. Back to Posh. Gonna have a dig at goal. Probably shouldn't have bothered. High wide, not very handsome. But a good kind of bit of possession for the Austrians there, Stato.
Yeah, no, it was tidy. Probably shouldn't have taken the shot there, although I think they just want to test the keeper a bit more. It does look like Griezmann's going to come back on with a significant amount of bandaging on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, always rising that ball.
Straight for the Austrian flag and then
he's hit the flag. Bang on. 3 points.
Anyway, the ball is with I think it's Koundé who's very advanced. Griezmann dummied it, didn't work, and Austria can bring the ball away, but stepped in there from Upamecano. Now it's wide to Dembele. Back to Upamecano. He might have a dig here. Oh, packet comes then wide all the way across to Teo Hernandez. France have got plenty of men forward here. Deflected off Seybolt out for throwing.
I don't know if anybody noticed, but Griezmann's bandage came off immediately as well. Terrible whoever put that on.
And who's the other day, whose leg brace come off while he was running and scored? Can't think who it was, but
it was Mbolo for Switzerland.
Mbolo, yeah. There's a high boot there in on Lima, who's running away like he's, well, not very comfortable. And there's a bandage on the pitch. But the Austrians do have the ball in their possession in the defensive area of the pitch. Back it goes to the keeper, Penson. Oh, that's terrible from the Austrians. Will be a throw into France. Poor control from Vauba. Probably wasn't the greatest pass in the world to me, that, but he didn't control it, and it's got out for throw into the French in a very attacking position for them.
Maybe
which Jules Koundé will take. Back he goes to Upamecano, and he'll play it square for William Saliba. Back to Upamecano. And then back to Saliba, who has a bit of space to move into now. And in fact, he's taken on his centre forward opponent, gives it to Hernandez, forward down the line for Thuram, who started wide in the second half. Baumgartner left a footing on Hernandez there, and possibly could have been booked for that, but didn't.
Would you take Vauba off now?
Potentially.
Head's gone a little bit.
I think so. I think he's had a bit of a brain fart, and he's trying to on the yellow card as well. Anyway, long ball over the top, looking for the win of Thuram, who's come inside. Vauba gets to get head to it. Thuram is still fighting for the ball. Will be a corner kick. No, it won't be. It'll be a goal kick. Strange decision.
Yeah, well, they've done well to keep Thuram quiet so far because he's normally a menace.
Corner all day, every day.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Well, it's one each on the corners that shouldn't have been goal kicks. You know.
True.
Anyway, Austria trying to get out of the. Mbappe did a bit of a press there, but they played around it quite easily. And now Kevin Danso has it and can advance up the pitch 10 or 15 yards. Will come wide for Posh. You know, he's running around with the ball at his feet now. He's getting pressured from Rabiot. Posh tries to spin. Thuram didn't work, and it'll be thrown to the French. The French are in full voice. Probably singing Frère Jacques or something like that. Or Saplan. No, it's Belgian. Can't be Saplan pour moi. Anyway, Austria do win the ball high at the pitch, but it's Kante wins it back. And plays a long ball looking for Mbappe. He was out physical there. Austria can attack now. With Baumgartner. Wide he comes to Posh. Posh has Seybolt in support if he wants to use him.
No overlap.
No. Well, he was the overlap. The fellow that had the ball, wasn't he? But there's no width for the Austrian side at all. Vauba's advanced to the pitch now to Mwene. Back he comes then to, I think that's Grilic with the ball. Switch ball. That's a good ball too. Cross comes in. The Austrians looking for a French Austrian head. Only finds a French one. Beautiful header from Griezmann, but they do get away with the ball in the end. And it's with Thuram. Wide he goes to Kylian Mbappe. First time ball into the gap for Thuram. Can he get there? Keeper comes out, stops, goes back. Thuram has to hesitate, has to come backwards. Kylian Mbappe has it wide here, and he goes all the way back to Hernandez. And France patiently now will start again. Mbappe to Hernandez and to Thuram. Little triangle ball going in this left corner here. Rabiot joins in. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe floats to the far side of the pitch where Koundé is. He goes further wide to Moussa Dembele. Not Moussa, it's Ousmane, isn't it? Terrible pass from him. He's been poor tonight. Out of play for a goal kick.
Terrible. Just want to rewind it back to that Austrian attack there. Wonderful reverse pass from Grealish there, and a decent opportunity, but a reasonable counter-attack from France there. A good first-time ball from Mbappe. Just getting a replay here of Grealish leaving some studs in on someone.
Yeah. Voba is at Leeds. Yeah, he is, yeah. So Austria have it with Danso back to the keeper and back to Danso again. And Austria can come from deep with Danso wide for Posh here. Again, he's forced to go backwards by Thuram. And Austria finding it hard to get out of the half at this precise moment in time. But they keep hold of possession with the keeper. And now Danso again. Back to the keeper. And they're going further, deeper and deeper actually here, the Austrians. Grealish has come deep to collect it. And wants to see Austria advance more quickly and more cleverly. And now the ball out to Baumgartner, who's motoring down the line. First time cross is headed away from Saliba. Rabiot plays a ball. That's a beautiful pass. And Mbappe's in here. Keeper was going to come out, didn't stop, and that could be fatal. And he's put it wide. He's put it wide, Mbappe. Unbelievable. Was convinced I was going to hit the back of the net, and he's put it wide. Stato.
Yeah, fantastic acceleration from Mbappe there. Goalkeeper did a bit of a Martin Dubravka there. He came back, he came out, he went back. And Mbappe just had to bend it round him, and he put it wide of the far post.
Good grief. Should have scored. Didn't know what the keeper was doing. He didn't know whether he was coming or going. In the end,
he got his head up. Yeah, he got his head up. He took his time. Just mishit it.
Austria on the attack themselves and do get a free kick, I think, and a yellow card to Dembele, who was helping the defence there. Foul on Wene, and it's a free kick in a promising position for Austria. It's corner of the left-hand corner of the area. That's never a yellow card, though. Christ almighty. It's a stupid foul.
I think it was possibly also for his whinging.
Maybe. But, I mean, he's probably been booked in for the stupidity of the actual challenge. King Hoddle said Kane would never miss that. Pathetic. And Judy J said Kane missed one yesterday straight below him. Anyway, Sabitza's going to float it. Well, he's rifled it in and it comes off a French defender for a corner.
Another chance.
Yeah, set pieces. When we France do have some big fellows at the back there, but I mean, if Sabitza's delivery is good, could be a chance here for the Austrian to equalise. It's going to be an in-swinger. Right-footed. In he comes. It's a good corner. Oh, good header though from, I think is it Thuram? Or it's Thuram. Brilliant defensive header from the striker there. Fotmob gave Dubravka the man of the match today in the Belgium game. Interesting.
5 saves from him.
Here's Sabitzer again. It's a bit high this time, a bit deeper, and in fact, it's absolutely awful. And Rabiot just to let it roll out of play for a goal kick to the French. Poor corner that one this time. I don't know what's trying to replay that. Is there a hand there? Because if there is, sure they'd have reviewed it. No, it's a shirt pulling.
There's a lot of shirt pulling and hand holding and.
Yeah, Kevin Dance was asking about the shirt pull, but it seems like the referees don't take any notice of that anymore.
No.
2018 World Cup, they were hot on it, weren't they? And England got a couple of penalties because of it. Anyway, Austria have the ball deep in the half with them. When Wene goes to Seibold, and now to Voba. Here's Wene. And now Grealish plays a ball. It's a dangerous ball that Danso just gets to. Nice ball for him there. Nice play from Austria. Great play, in fact. And lucky The last ball just didn't work. A good combination play with Gregovic and Grilic there. And Austria do have the ball. Cross comes in looking for, well, it's over the top of everyone. And Moynihan just comes out and rolls it out to Rabiot, I think. Is he going to roll it out or is he going to pick it up? Baumgartner is very physical at the moment, getting into the game more. But Moynihan has possession of the ball. Austria are going to make changes. They're bringing on Arnautovic, yeah. Header from Thuram, down for Mbappe, but good cover from Danso. Hoofs it out for a throw into the French. We're going to see the changes now. I can see, well, they're bringing on another centre half. The look of it. I mean, he's got to be a centre half the size of him. We want to meet him on a dark night.
7-3. Who's number 3? That's Gernot Trauner. So Trauner is
Trauner for Voba.
Yeah, I mean that was predictable. Gernot Trauner is a centre half / midfielder, 6 foot, plays for Feyenoord.
Arnautovic to Gregovic.
Okay, that's a like for like.
And the 20V Wimmer.
And the 23.
Who's on for Grilic.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Patrick Wimmer.
Who's he play for, so?
He's Wolfsburg at the moment.
Yeah,
23-year-old. Again, all of these Austrians are just profiling through the roof with defensive output. It's nuts.
Yeah. Anyway, the French have the ball with Saliba. And now to Hernandez. Just keeps that in. Back to Saliba. And it goes across to his centre-half partner. McCarthy gives a long ball, looking for the rid of Dembele. The keeper comes out and collects and bowls it out to the new lad, Wimmer. Oh, it's not Wimmer, that's the other fella, Trauner. Trauner,
yeah.
Sebald now advancing through the middle of the park. Ball in, then that's Wimmer. Wimmer's gone past one. He's trying to do it the Wimmer way. I line that one up nicely. Now, so to cross it in, looking for an Austrian head, but it's cleared from Hernandez, who's coming from the flank, covered nicely. Header back in the box. Upamecano volleys it clear. Only onto the foot of Trauner. Now Sebald. And now Lima. Wide he comes then to Posh. Good spell of pressure this from the Austrians.
Yeah,
Lima
France
again.
living dangerously.
Danso. They're dropping deeper and deeper, the French. Here's Trauner. Little ball through for Mwene. And now it's on the far side of the pitch where I can't think of his name. The fellow that missed the chance earlier. Baumgartner. Now Trauner again. Careful passing. Going to lose out here the Austrians and the France can counter. Griezmann lays it for Mbappe. Plays it wide for Ousmane Dembele. Dembele up against the already booked Mwene coming inside him. Little ball in behind, but it's overhit. Great vision, but overhit the pass to Mbappe. And it will be a goal kick to the Austrians. 61 on the clock, folks.
And Austria come again.
Yeah, little floaty ball to the far side. It's a good one. Ball in the back looking for Arnautovic's run. Arnautovic gets there. Does he foul? You want a penalty? He's not going to get one. Interesting.
He'll get checked.
Oh, it's not. It's Savic. It wasn't Arnautovic. They will check it.
Yeah, Arnautovic is the 7.
Upamecano's checking his. Ooh, clumsy from Saliba, isn't it?
Saliba from behind, maybe.
Ooh, there's no ball. Ooh.
Yeah, nothing from Upamecano, but Saliba, on the other hand, going in from behind with a push on the back, kicking the back of the leg.
Yeah, no contact on the ball. Interesting.
Presumably, it's been checked.
Yeah, well, they're playing on. So, I mean, you'd have been disappointed if it was given against you, I guess.
I think the other way, France would be screaming for it.
Of course they would, yeah. And now the long goal kick is back in vogue, apparently. A few teams doing it. Moynihan did it there, only onto an Austrian head. And that's good play, actually, from the Austrians. It's Lima who wins it, gets it back. Little 1-2 with Baumgartner. Little ball and looking for Arnautovic. What's Arnautovic's pace like? Holds the ball up, comes back, does well to keep hold of the ball. and has to come all the way back to Seibold. Now Lima, who's come more central now since substitutions, since Grilic went off. Now Trauner. They're playing at least 10, 20 yards further up the pitch, the Austrians at the minute, and the fans don't like it. And when on the far side, cuts inside, looking for a cross. It's headed away from Saliba. Dominant header there from the Arsenal man, and a poor pass from Danse will go to a throw into the French. Good spell of pressure from the Austrians, though, Stato.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Positive substitutions. They're going for it. They're aggressive in the press. They've played some really nice passing sequences. Just missing that final product.
Teo Hernandez with a throw down the line where he finds Rabiot with a little flick. Didn't work, though. Now it's with Lema. Poor pass from him. Kante intercepts. Got lots of space on the far side to aim for. And he goes out to Dembele, who's in that space. Running at the fullback again. Will he come inside? He does come inside. He's going to go for distance. And that's abysmal. That was like watching Miggy.
Definite shades of England performance about this France side at the moment. I mean, they're 1-0 up thanks to an own goal. We're 63, nearly 64 minutes on the clock. And I don't think France have been particularly good. I think Austria have been the better of the two sides over the hour.
I agree. I totally agree. Couldn't agree more. And that shot from Dembele was well, it's probably just landed in the strawberry, actually. It was that bad. Despite playing in Dusseldorf. Anyway, Austria do have the ball. Good pass that to the far side where Baumgartner is. Goes on the outside, gets a cross in. That's good challenge, though. Great challenge from Koundé to get it out for corner. But good attacking intent there from Baumgartner. Wimmer's gone out to take the corner. Brilliant defending from Koundé there.
Yeah, he's been fantastic tonight, Koundé has.
France est terrible, it says 2-0. This time, Wimmer's going to take the corner. Will be an instrument that looking to curve it into the jungle, the mighty jungle. The Wimmer Way. There it goes. It's a poor one. Only hits the first man, who was Griezmann on that near post. And he nods it away. And there could be a bit of a... Well, Thuram's going to play it wide. France can get away. Oh, good challenge, but France still come. I think it's Kante on that far side. Maybe not. Maybe it is Dembele. Dembele.
It's Kante.
It's Kante. Did a brilliantly bit of work there. Header comes in from Rabiot, but it's hoofed agriculturally away by the number 5 Posh. Little flick on from Kante. Austria again, clear agriculturally. Looking for Nautic. I don't know if it gets to it, in fact, but it's Upamecano who heads it away, and now Hernandez has it, and now to Kylian Mbappe. Little ball. That's a fantastic pass to the overlapping. Great ball. Oh, far post. Great low ball in from Hernandez. Sliding in was Griezmann. Didn't quite make contact. Now it's a chance for France. Koundé with his shot. It's blocked. And this time the Austrians can clear it eventually. That's a good bit of play from that Austrian fellow on the far side, Baumgartner. Long ball looking for the run here of
Wimmer.
Is it Wimmer? Yeah, it is Wimmer.
Yeah.
And now it's with Saliba. France look very dangerous there. Almost two. Great ball from Mbappe inside the fullbacks for the on-running Hernandez. Long, low cross in. And Griezmann just couldn't quite divert it into the net, but it was a great ball from Mbappe. And great.
Well, that's what we've been expecting. We've been expecting that for the whole game. That's the first time they look like they've properly turned up.
Mbappe finally looking like he also switched to the far side where Dembele has great vision from Mbappe. Dembele takes it down on his instep and plays it inside for Kante. He's going to have a go from distance. No, he plays it inside for Thuram. Great ball. Great save, Benson. France starting to turn the screw here. Ball is now with Koundé. Now Thuram. Wide for Dembele. Cross comes in. Should be cleared from Danse. It's not the greatest clearance in the world. Falls to Rabiot. Now it's with Koundé again. France really turning the screw. Goes backwards. And then back again to Saliba, who can now start from scratch here. Hernandez, who's been outstanding this game, attacking-wise. Back to Saliba. Rabiot and Saliba interchange passes, and back it goes to Moynihan. And with that, I will hand over to Stato, who will take you through to full time. Stato.
Yeah, well, you were absolutely bang on there. France definitely starting to turn the screw. They've turned up the last 2 or 3 passages of play. Look like the France I expected to turn up. So Austria need to hang on, turn it up a gear, whatever cliche you want to throw out there. But they are still 1-0 down to France. So France currently in possession, though, in their left back area. Austria trying to win the ball back, and they do. They've got loads of men forward, to be fair. Cheeky little flick over from Lima, but Kante manages to come back and hoover the ball up. And he's going to try and clear it, and he does manage to clear it forwards. Mbappe can't get to that, though, and Austria are going to retain possession. So, central to Seiveld. He's going to play a lofted ball to the left-hand side. Fantastic bit of skill. And they're in the box. They're going to try Koundé again with a tackle and manages to kick it out for a throw. I believe not a corner.
Brilliant.
I mean, the fact that they're man of the match so far for France, I think, has been Jules Koundé. Speaks volumes of how good Austria have been.
I agree.
And Austria have got it. Kevin Danso sprays out to the right-hand side to Posh. He's been squared up and he's going to recycle it. He's not sure what to do with it. He's going to play a straight ball in to Sabitzer. Sabitser's still got it. Oh, no. And Arnautovic has got the armband now, of course. Strange that it's been passed over.
Hate that.
He's lost the ball. And France are going to recycle it themselves and work it out from the back. And Austria are quite happy to sit off now and retain their shape. They've gone with a back four. Seiveld sat in front. And then the rest of them just kind of floating around.
Is Koundé still at Barca, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Centre half, though, isn't he, rather than a fullback?
Well, he's doing that kind of funny Man City centre half fullback role, isn't he?
Yeah.
France still got the ball here. Central. They are going to go backwards. Referee telling people off, but allowing play to go on. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. France have got it with Jules Koundé at right back. He's going to try and play a lofted ball forwards, but it does get blocked to go out for a throw-in. We've got some French changes here, Billy, with Kolo Muani and Camavinga about to come on.
Yeah, no surprise. Dembele's the one that's coming off for Kolo Muani. He's been poor tonight, I think, Dembele. And Camavinga, I assume, will come on for Kante, will he? Unless he's trying to tighten things up. Unless he tries to tighten things up and takes off Griezmann or something. Just to solidify the defence.
It is Rabiot that's coming off. I'm shocked by that. I agreed with you. I thought it would have been Kante was the obvious choice.
Defensive change, Sasso? I'd say so, would you?
Well, I mean, they're bringing on a striker, but...
I mean, Camavinga for Rabiot.
Camavinga can be pretty creative. He can link up play. I mean, the sorts of quality we're talking about, I guess that the lines start to blur when you're this good.
Yeah, it's minuscule, isn't it?
Yeah. He can definitely pull the strings going forward as well, Camavinga, to a point. He's played left back, defensive midfield, sort of an 8. He's played everywhere. Muani getting involved straight away with his physicality. Looks like the lankiest man on the pitch at the moment.
He's rapid as well, isn't he, Kolo Muani? He'll offer a different kind of threat to the Austrians, that's for certain. Still got the pace, but he's much more physical than Dembele.
So we've got Thuram still on as well then. So Thuram, Mbappe and Muani. So that is a bit of a powerhouse front three there.
Yeah, battery, isn't it?
Austria do have the ball here. Kevin Danso is going to try a big ball over the top, but it does get blocked by Camavinga. Austria are going to have a throw on the right-hand side. We are 71:30 on the clock. The cameras do pan to the Austrian crowd, who are getting a bit nervous now. And they cock up that throw in, and it's going to be a French throw.
What you got on the clock, Sato?
I've got 71:45.
I'm level with you now then. I'll pause it so I'll get level with you.
Hernandez takes the throw into, is that Muani? That is Muani. And Theo Hernandez was a bit of skill there to get past his man. And he's running it too. And he's managed to keep the ball, plays it centrally to Camavinga. Into Muani. Hernandez has been taken out. He's in the box here. Step overs galore. He's going to take a shot. And he's almost hit someone in the crowd. That was awful. And the 15, that is Muani, I take it. I'm pretty sure it is. We're going to get a replay of something funny here. That was the kick on Hernandez. I mean, they both went for the same ball. it happens. But again, excellent from Teo Hernandez.
Thuram was one with the shots, Stato, and it was.
It was Thuram.
Yeah, trying to bend it in the far corner and hit it. Well, to the far corner post, really.
Yeah,
awful, wasn't it?
Well, Austria on the ball here. They're going to try and build back up. They've got it out to the left back, but are going to go backwards to Trauner and just going to go back to the goalkeeper. Kevin Danso on the right is going to play a quick ball forward, which Wimmer plays forwards out to the right-hand side. I need to remember my shirt numbers. Number 5 is Posh, of course it is. Oh, and a big cock up there. Wimmer plays it out left, but there's a misunderstanding and the ball just goes loose for a throw-in for France.
Wacky Angle says 71-25. Is that Harry Kane's 100 metres time? Now, that's the England captain you're talking about. You never hear me criticise the England captain. Unless he's playing, of
Long
course.
throw from Koundé. Either a foul, I'm guessing a foul there from Morani. But so Austria take the free kick quickly and are looking for the long pass. They can't find it. To Lima, though. Lima is going to drive centrally, passes out right to Posh, who is the width. He's going to go backwards to Lima, who's going to have to recycle it. He does to Seiveld. Lots of pressure on him from Griezmann, but Griezmann a bit sloppy with the press there. Seiveld to Wimmer. Wimmer's got 2 on him, and he gets fouled. He's drawn the free kick. Good work from Wimmer there. Camavinga throwing his arms up in the air.
I think Austria do need to get a bit more width in the game, though, Stato. That it's just a bit one-dimensional, isn't it? Trying to do it all through the middle. Yeah,
but they're going to have to sacrifice a player centrally to go and make that width. But
but they are losing, aren't they?
I'm sure it's been a consideration. I would personally like that. Griezmann fouled, but he's injured. What's happened to Griezmann here? We've got the replay.
Oh, he's found his foot. That's why.
Ooh, okay, yeah. That's quite unfortunate. But Griezmann been in the wars today. And he's put in a good shift, to be fair. But I think his effectiveness is starting to wane now. I'm surprised he still is on the pitch at this point with some of the substitution options. Austria do have a free kick, though. Quite deep into France's half. Wimmer's going to take this into the box. Magnon's going to jump. He flaps at it and it goes... Oh, it doesn't go out for a corner.
Lucky bleeders.
I think it's Thuram or Moani managed to boot it away all the way down into Austria's half. Yeah, it was a good one glove contact there from Magnon to get that out of danger. And Austria are back on the ball again. Oh, that was a smashing ball centrally to find the striker, but he wasn't able to retain it. But Wimmer's got the ball here, and Austria have still got it. Kevin Danso out wide to Posh. Again, he's very central in that channel. There's no width. Wimmer again finds Posh on the right-hand side, and it's a Jamal Lascelles-esque slide tackle from Teo Hernandez there to absolutely shunt it out for a throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly by Wimmer. No one's on him. Lazy. Very, very lazy from France there. And the ball comes in and Sabitza's pushed in the box. He's on the floor, but the ref is having none of it. Yeah, very, very poor defensively. I think that was Thuram there, was not alive to the quick throw. And Wimmer gets a nice cross in, pretty much unchallenged.
It's a good cross.
It was a fantastic cross at the back post as well, because Magnon backed off it. I think.
Definitely no free penalty there.
No, Sabitzer was looking for that. But Austria have got the ball back again. A little nutmeg on Griezmann, but it doesn't work. And France get the ball. Griezmann's got it in midfield. Going to play it out wide to Koundé, who finds the on-running. It is Moani on the right-hand side of the box. He's going to go past Danso.
Great defending.
And Danso stands him up, wins the ball back, and wins the free kick.
Outstanding.
Fantastic defending from Kevin Danso there. Moani is not happy.
I don't know if Austria have any speedy little winger types on the bench, but I'd be looking to bring 1 or 2 on at the moment.
I'm just not sure they've got that profile, unfortunately. Like I said, I think they've nearly got enough to challenge this French side. They've come with the right attitude today, reasonably decent tactics, very focused. They're just missing a little bit more pizzazz, and they've been undone by an own goal. But they've got it again. Kevin Wimmer in the 10.
Is it Kevin Wimmer? Is that Kevin Wimmer?
It's not Kevin Wimmer. I've given him a new first name, and that first name shall stay. It is Patrick Wimmer.
There is a Kevin Wimmer, isn't there?
I think there is a Kevin Wimmer.
Didn't one play for Spurs?
Possibly. But it's Patrick. Anyway, Austria have still got the ball. Danso as the centre half. They're playing it around the back. They're trying to find some runners here. Oh, and it was a nice straight ball into Sabitzer to try and play Lima through, but they misread the pass. And Altovic has got it, though. Lima out to the right-hand side. The 90 is going to shoot against Magnon. And there's a clash here. Magnon's pretending he's been knocked out. No, he's not. He's rolling over. Both of them are making a meal of it because they want either the free kick or the pen. Fantastic ball there. They win the ball back on Altovic to Lima, who plays it in perfectly for, who is the 19? Again, I keep forgetting his name. It is Baumgartner. It was fantastic. Couldn't quite get there in time for the shot. Let's have a look at this replay in slow-mo. He gets there first. He does get there first.
Yeah, it's not a free kick.
It is a nasty clash.
But he has kicked him in the face.
Yeah. I think I'm not even sure what you give that. Do you give it a maybe a corner? I mean, to be fair, the referee's holding a yellow card. So I really hope this isn't for Baumgartner because that would be unfair because he got the ball.
He's got a right to go for that ball.
It looks like it is going to be for the attacking Austrian. That's really unfair there. Too much protection for some of these goalkeepers. And we've got the voice of Christina Unkel in the background, presumably explaining what's been going on here. Maybe this is being VAR checked. Who knows? But yeah, this goal. Yeah, yellow card for Baumgartner for winning the ball fairly.
It's got every right to go for that, Stato. That's a ridiculous decision.
Yeah, that is a poor decision from the referee. Again, he's made that based on an educated guess. There's no way he has the right angle to make that call. He's had to guess that, which we just don't like that in professional football.
Southern Geordie's saying that Christina Unkel's saying it because it's reckless, but what's he supposed to do? He's got to go for the ball.
You're just supposed to leave it, yeah? Magnon challenged for the same ball, but because he's a goalkeeper, doesn't challenge with his feet, challenges with his arms and his face. Is that Baumgartner's fault? You have to alter how you attack the ball because it's a goalkeeper, not an outfield player. I mean, it's a blurred line for me. I think that's unfair. Well, long ball forward from Austria here. Sabitzer chases but can't get to it. Camavinga cleans up. No, it's Kunde actually.
Kunde, outstanding bit of play that was.
Yeah, fantastic. Kante and Moani playing some good stuff together as well. And they do win a throw-in on the right-hand side. Griezmann giving them a little applaud there. Yeah, that was nice from them too. Kante showing a little bit of quality of old from him then with the link-up play. We are 80 minutes and 25 on the clock as it stands. France are still 1-0 up. Going to take an offensive throw-in. And Moani is lost the ball. Had a bit of a shocker since he's come in so far. Tries to play some link-up play and can't do it. France win another throw-in. And France have got this centrally now, and the referee is standing in the 10, exactly where Griezmann wants to go, and they are furious with him. Even Wimmer is kind of putting his arms up. Both sets of players here are looking at the referee thinking, what on earth are you doing, you muppet? You're playing in an international tournament, and you're trying to link up with Mbappe.
Well, Austria were away, Stato. That's what Austrians were complaining. They were away then.
I mean, it was shocking from both sides. It's going to be a drop ball for Griezmann here, and they're going to go backwards and reset, which I think is probably fair for both teams based on that absolute cock-up from the referee there. Shocking from him. He's had a poor last 10 minutes, that referee.
He's had a poor game, in my opinion.
And France with a quick little 1-2 to release Thuram on the left-hand side. He's going to drive centrally, though. He's going to play in Griezmann right to Moani, who's going to drag it back across goal to nobody. He should have looked up. And Austria are going to try and break here. Patrick Wimmer trying to find a pass. He's got Baumgartner, who is pushed in the back, but it wasn't enough to be a foul. Camavinga is going to carry the ball to Mbappe on the left wing. He's running against Posh. He's got Lima in support, and he chips it through to Camavinga, who's going to cut it back to Thuram. Is it Thuram? It is Thuram, and it is saved. It was a pretty tame effort from him left-footed inside the box there, Billy.
Yeah, but Mbappe's vision again there, that little flick of the pass there was phenomenal.
Lima as well, releasing Austria.
Oh, that's a foul, ref. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Lima to Wimmer. Wimmer running towards the referee there. I think frustrated that there's been no No more cards shown, potentially. I am
I've been impressed
surprised
with
that...
Wimmer.
Yeah, he's been very good. Lima has been fantastic this game. Wimmer, since he's come on as well, has been very good. Baumgarten has been really good as well. Yeah, possibly a yellow card for Griezmann there. Bit
Standing
fortunate
leg.
to get away with that.
On his standing leg, wasn't it?
Well, a free kick. This is pretty square on. Maybe 30 yards. No, 35 yards out. You've got 4 standing over it. You've got the left back. You've got Sabitzer. You've got Wimmer. You've got Lima. It looks like it's probably going to be Sabitzer, but there's a routine going here. Chip to the back post. Camavinga heads it away. Mawani is chasing. He's going to get there first. It's Mawani against the world. He's got Mbappe far left. He's going to try and find him. And he does. Fantastic control. Plays it into space. He's going to slow it down, though. He's going to challenge. Oh, nutmeg on Lima, who stands him up.
No, ref, that's not a free kick.
Lima is furious, and he's going to get booked for his reaction here. Lima is absolutely incensed with that.
That's
because he
ridiculous
stands his ground. Nutmeg. That is an absolute shocking decision from the referee.
Holding his head as well, Mbappe.
Lima is standing dead, like he doesn't move. He genuinely doesn't move. I don't know what else he's meant to do there.
And Mbappe pulls his shirt, in fact. Ridiculous.
And I'll tell you what, Billy, I might not make it to the end of this game because I don't have my charger with me and I am on 10% battery, everyone. So there may be a period where I disappear from this commentary and Billy is going to have to see you out to the end on his own, I'm afraid. I'm very sorry. That was an oversight from myself. But France do have a free kick here, which undeservedly, but it is on the left-hand side. Griezmann, the left foot, is going to take this to the centre. It's headed down. Mbappe's on the floor, wants a pen, presumably. Lima's going to clear to Wimmer, who wins it, and he's away. It's against Kante on his own. Oh. He gets around, and Kante manages to clean that up. That was it. That was the chance. He couldn't get away. It was brilliant from Wimmer, but it was even better from Kante.
Outstanding from
Thuram
Kante.
With a little flick over the top. The Austrian goalkeeper is asking for some help for Mbappe, who's down, suggesting he's got a problem with his nose. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, I take that back. Yeah, Mbappe has just headbutted Kevin Danso straight in the shoulder. And that looks like a broken nose. Yeah, that looks like a broken nose. I mean, he's going to look even more like a Ninja Turtle after that. Oh, dear Lord.
But we questioned Kante's selection at the beginning, but I mean, after a shaky start, he's been absolutely phenomenal today. And that was just brilliant covering, wasn't it? That was the Kante of old. That was rolling back the years.
That was fantastic. That was to save points for France there.
Yeah, rolling back the years then. It was just phenomenal bit of defensive midfield play to have the nous to smell the danger and then get it across and cover it. Fantastic bit of play from N'Golo Kante.
Blood on the shirt. Yeah, he's definitely broken his nose here.
Oh, that's a broken nose. Definitely. Oh, dear. Mind you, they're partial to a bit of claret in France, aren't they?
Just watching the replay here of Theo Hernandez. I don't know when this... this was the chance for Griezmann. Yeah, that was when they started kicking into gear in the 66th minute there. A few nice replays. Yeah, France have definitely been better in this second half, but I still feel like it would be... I still feel like Austria deserves something from this game.
Yeah.
They have been good.
I'm pretty sure, though, if you'd have offered Ralph Rangnick to still be in the game after 86 minutes, he'd have took it, wouldn't he? You know, and they are still in the game. Can still get a point. No danger. They can.
I mean, respectfully, it's his nose.
He should be off the pitch.
I think they should get him off the pitch so that we can continue play.
Absolutely.
It is purely his nose. It's not even a head injury as such. You can see from the replays, it's directly his nose butted him.
And surely there's the concussion protocol after kicking as well, and they have to take him off. Surely to God.
Yeah, you'd imagine so. I don't know why we haven't got him off yet. Fofana and Olivier Giroud are on the sidelines ready to come on, presumably. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, Mbappe's shirt is mostly red now. So, his nose is all kinds of janky. That is definitely a broken nose. You've got the 8
change as well
for Austria, who is the 8 for Austria? That is Alexander Pras. Who is that exactly? I can't tell you. Sturmgras. So he plays in the Austrian Bundesliga. 7 goals, 4 assists. Played Europa and Conference League this season. Profiles fairly well. Profiles, 8th on the list is Joe Linton as the stat match. Interesting. There's your little comparison there for him. So we are 88 minutes on the clock, guys. I'm not going to be able to see this game out with you because I am on 8% battery. So we will count down the minutes of this game as we count down my battery life. So if I do suddenly come to an abrupt stop mid-sentence, I am fine. Billy will continue. But players resumed here. Austria have got it on the left-hand side of an overlap. Are going to try a long cross, and they get it. Can't get a foot to it centrally to get it on goal, and it gets booted away by Kante, and it's going to go all the way out to the halfway line for a throw-in. Austria are going to take it quick. Back to Kevin Danso. Mbappe is going to return to the pitch, holding his nose. Austria still got it here. France have got every man behind the ball. Referee running over to the sidelines with a card. Because Mbappe has put himself back on the pitch and sat down.
Yeah, well, that's time wasting, so it's got to be a yellow card.
Yeah, I don't know why he's done that.
Yeah,
and now he's going to
book him and all. Book him and all.
Book Deschamps as well. He's trying to get the play stopped so he can make his substitutions, which the referee's having none of.
Well, he didn't have to bring him back on the pitch to do that, did he? It's pure cheating, basically. That pure cheating.
And he's just touching the referee constantly. Get off him.
Is he going to book Mbappe? He's still going to book him.
And now Griezmann's trying to protest. I mean, but Griezmann as well. He's not had a yellow yet. Oh, yeah. He makes a conscious decision to wander back on the pitch to delay play and then sits down. Yeah, he does that on purpose. Yeah, I mean, that is a poor attitude from him.
Yeah.
I felt sympathy for him. I did feel some sympathy for him, but now he's done that. He can go and enjoy his broken nose tonight.
I think UEFA should be looking at finding him for that. That's gentlemanly conduct, bringing the sport into disrepute, all them kind of things. Rotten. Absolutely rotten.
We've got the 18. Griezmann has gone off in a bit of a strop. You've got the 18 for Austria. Who's the 18? Romano Schmid. Who is Romano Schmid? He plays for Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga. Not bad. Actually, 4 goals, 6 assists.
Werder on the dance floor.
Oh, dear. Austria have still got it, by the way. Wimmer on the right wing tries to do a little chop to beat Hernandez. That's his name. Posh is going to go for another one of his long throws, but he needs the cameraman and the linesman and the steward all to get out of the way. And Schmidt is going to come on.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Bloody hell. Well, Lima's coming off.
What percentage you got now on your battery?
Percentage-wise, I am on 6%, guys. So we've got 8 minutes left on the clock, kind of. I don't think I'm going to be able to see this game out with you.
Another bad injury here, potentially.
Yeah, Magnon's got it. However, there is an Austrian player down. It's Wimmer holding his face. This has turned into a bloodbath at the end of this game.
He's saying it's an elbow.
Wimmer's saying he was elbowed.
What's he? We're going to see now. No,
there's no elbows. It's just heads clashing into heads and skulls and... Yeah, no, there's no elbows there.
He looks very much like Conor Gallagher, doesn't he?
The Austrian Conor Gallagher, yeah. Not a bad shout. Right, so Magnon is going to take the kick. I'm surprised Lima's come off, but I think he lost his head a little bit. But he's been fantastic this game, to be fair.
Yeah.
And Austria have come away with the ball after that long goal kick from Magnon. And they're going to try and play a long ball and find Wimmer on the run, but it does get picked off. Camavinga to Thuram on the left for France. And he's lost it. Baumgartner to the 18 to Schmidt, I believe that is. And it's a poor pass centrally. Doesn't find anybody. Danso with a 50-yard header. Bloody hell. Wimmer to Schmidt. He's going to try and nutmeg Hernandez. He doesn't quite get there. And Wimmer with the splits there.
Get out of it.
Danzo apparently
Don't
trips
give it as
Giroud.
well. Fuck off.
Danzo gets booked.
Giroud's a professional, isn't he? Let's just say that.
As if Giroud's going to be faster than Danzo there. I mean,
it's just coming together. I mean, look at the way he's gone over.
4% battery, guys. It's been fun. Make sure we haven't said it at all really this stream. So make sure if you are watching and you're new, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and thank you for everybody for joining us so far. Right, we've got a French free kick here that Kante is going to take short, and Camavinga is going to send it back to their centre halves. Long ball to find Giroud, who wins the header. And it doesn't find any French shirts, and Austria are going to come away with the ball. But Camavinga has recycled it. Austrian players claiming for something, but the ref isn't interested.
Oh, dear me.
Off the ball there. Thuram off the pitch for some kind of scuffle. France have got it, though, on the right-hand side of the box. Going to try and play Koundé on the overlap, but it doesn't quite work for Moani. Good ball recovery from Moani there. He's going to fall over and win himself a free kick. He's going to try and take it long. And they're going to try and slow this down. Koundé plays the free kick backwards to Kante. Back to Koundé. Central. Koundé's got it. He's going to cross it into Giroud. He's got Thuram beyond him. Bit of head tennis. Giroud to Thuram, left side of the box. He's going to try for a shot. He can't find the space. It gets blocked and cleared. And Arnautovic has got it up top for Austria. He's going to try and get Wimmer in, and he's in. Patrick's running, bobbling around everywhere. It's fallen to Baumgarten on the left, who plays it out left. You've got Seiveld is going to try and whip one in. Now there's players in the box, but it gets blocked and cleared away by Koundé.
We fame live says first time listening to you doing the commentary, and I must say I'm now a convert, way better than the TV, no comparison. Fab. Thanks, mate. Much appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button on your way out or whenever. Thanks for that, mate. Really appreciate it. What's your percentage on Saturday?
It is on 3. Yeah, so as Billy said, we are going to try and do a lot of the 8 o'clock, or if not all of the 8 o'clock game watch-alongs. They won't all be with me. We will rotate hosts. And we are really enjoying it. It's good to learn about new players, new systems, new teams. The Euros and all the international competitions are fantastic. And it's great to be able to watch it with the community.
100%.
Right, well, Austria have got the ball here and are just trying to keep pushing. France now in a very rigid 4-4-2 or 4-5-1 even. Kevin Danso, nice straight ball to Wimmer. And Arnautovic can't quite recover the ball from the shamble. He is going to foul Camavinga in the back. That was poor from Arnautovic. He should have known that was going to get given as a foul. He's better than that.
King Hoddle says, "Stop going for a late gourmet dinner at the Savoy. The battery is a ruse."
I am not at all. 2% battery, and we are 96 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. I'm not going to make it, guys. The battery's going to die.
Just make it. You might just make it.
Maybe.
You might get a goal here as well.
We got Moani on the right hand side. He's going to cut it back to Giroud, and he's missed it. He's missed the cutback shot.
Very
France were in there. They should have buried it. That should have been 2-0. Seiveld with some fantastic composure in the middle of the park there, being pressed by Camavinga to retain the ball. And they're going to come again, Austria. Nice pass centrally to Baumgarten, and they've got Schmidt outside to Posh. He's not sure what to do with it, trying to play it central. Too many white shirts in the way, though, and it gets cleared. I think somebody should have had a shot there.
Yeah, that Posh is rubbish, I've got to say. £2 super stick for Michael McIntyre. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Go on, Posh. Prove me wrong.
Posh on the right wing. Big ball in. It's gone past everyone. Headed in. And it's missed everyone and has gone out for a corner, I believe, because France are not happy. Or are they happy?
It should be a corner.
Yeah, it's come off Camavinga and Saliba, so it's definitely got to be a corner. Yeah, Wimmer's going to take it. If they score from this corner as my laptop dies, I'm going to be furious. Wimmer is going to take an outswinger here. Ball comes in. Maignan fumbles. Edge of the box. Dinks back into the back post. Camavinga wins the header. And it's just scrambles here. And it looks like France are going to get the ball on the breakaway. Thuram is going to run down the left wing. It's 3v3. Kante's arriving in the box. Is he going to pass? He's had to turn backwards now. Slow it down. He's going to run into the corner flag. It's corner flag tactics from France now. They're just going to try and see this game out carefully. Kante with the ball. Thuram with a little cheeky back heel flick for Kante. Austria have won it back. Wimmer. Back to Seibel. Back to Danso. He's going to play a ball to Baumgartner there, who's going to start driving in midfield. And France have committed a lot of bodies forward here. Sabitzer on the right is trying to find the through
pass. And that's how gone. He's lost his battery. But we are literally 10 seconds from the end of the game. But Giroud just made a real pig's ear of that. Literally miskicked it 6 yards out from goal. It's awful from Giroud. That's the end of the game, folks. Yeah, finished 1-0 to France. Very good performance from the Austrians. The French, very fortunate, I think, in my opinion, to come away with a victory there. Only an own goal was the difference between the two sides, but chance at both ends. But thanks ever so much for you lot for joining. Been a good game to watch, very enjoyable. We should be back tomorrow morning with a new show at 11:30. Myself and Paul. Then maybe a show at 7, and then a watch along at 8. So big day for the channel tomorrow. So if you can join us for all 3 of those, it'd be fantastic. If not, we've enjoyed your company tonight. So until the very next time we see you, which will be tomorrow at 11:30. Thanks to Stato, of course. He very minimally made the end. But apart from that, let's get rid of this banner. Finish 1-0 to the French. There we go. Thanks to the mods, of course, in the background for helping out on the stream. Thanks to all of you for watching. On your way out, hit that thumbs up, guys. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button too. But until tomorrow, wish you all a very, very good night on Monday night. Good night, folks.
Come back and check on some breathing.